Good evening to one and all present here. I welcome you all for the inauguration ceremony of Atal Faculty Development Program on the future of healthcare, AI-infused medtech innovations. Now I request Dr. Monica, HOD, Department of Computer Science, School of Arts and Science, to deliver the welcome address.
Good evening, one and all. It is immense pleasure to welcome our respected director, Dr. Christina Singh, our esteemed assistant director, Dr. Jay Bhardi, distinguished heads of department, faculty members, invited speakers, and all participants to the inaugural session of our Atal Faculty Development Program commencing today. This FTP is built around an exciting and forward-thinking theme. The future of healthcare, AI-infused medtech innovations. Healthcare is undergoing a profound transformation driven by the power of artificial intelligence today. AI is enabling smarter diagnostics, personalized treatments, predictive care, and intelligent medical technologies that are reshaping how we understand and deliver healthcare. From medical imaging and early detection to digital twins, real-time patient monitoring, AI-infused medtech is moving us from reactive treatment to proactive wellness. In this context, our FTP aims to provide valuable insights into the latest innovations that bridge computer science and medical science. We are privileged to have two speakers today, Dr. V. Nagaraj, founder and MD, TrueLine Research Private Limited, who will be exploring emerging trends and opportunities in AI-driven healthcare. Dr. Ramya K, specialist radiologist, Canadian Specialist Hospital, Dubai, who will share her expertise on AI in medical imaging and diagnostic. I express my heartfelt gratitude to AICT Atal Academy for providing us this opportunity. My sincere thanks to our management and our director and the organizing team for their dedicated efforts to bring this happen today. To all participants joining us from various institutions, I extend my warm welcome. May the coming days be enriching, inspiring, and transformative. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your warm welcome and powerful address to the gathering that have set the perfect foundation for this enriching FDP experience. Now I would like to invite our Honorable Director, Dr. Christina Singh, School of Arts and Science, to deliver the presidential address.
Okay. I'm traveling, so I hope you're able to see me. There is a Tamil couplet which goes கசடர கற்பவை கற்றபின் நிற்க அதற்கு தக. This corresponds to Tirukkural 391, And it is a foundational verse on the value of true and thorough learning. Let me begin with the timeless wisdom of Tirukural, which reminds us to learn thoroughly all that you may learn, and once learned, act accordingly. This ancient Tamil couplet speaks to the heart of what good teaching and scholarly pursuit truly means: continuous learning paired with action for the common good. So, it is with great pride and gratitude that we gather for this Atal Faculty Development Program on the future of healthcare, AI infused medtech innovations. This year, Vinayaka Missions Research Foundation, deemed to be university, marks 44 years of sustained commitment to research, scholarship, and higher education in India. From its founding vision in 1981 to now, embracing about 26 institutions across Tamil Nadu and Pondicherry, with 4 campuses, our university has become a beacon in multidisciplinary education. With almost 2/3 of its campuses offering celebrated programs in medicine and health sciences. Multidisciplinary as it is meaningful that our computer science department takes on this topic as a theme of the FTP. This year is especially meaningful as we celebrate the 25th anniversary of our university's recognition as a deemed to be university, a milestone reflecting decades of passion and leadership in health, science, and societal development. Throughout this journey, our commitment to innovative research, high ethical standards, and service to society has been unwavering. Our medical and health science colleges have provided world-class education, advanced healthcare services, and have helped build healthy, resilient communities across South India. Hosting this online Atal FDP adds a special dimension to our Silver Jubilee festivities, extending our reach nationwide and enabling deeper collaborations on the theme of AI-powered healthcare. With distinguished resource persons such as Dr. Nagaraj, enthusiastic organizers, and talented participants from all corners of the country, this event exemplifies VMRFDU's mission to foster excellence, interdisciplinary inquiry, and future-ready skills for India's next generation of scholars and practitioners. I wish to record a special note of appreciation to the Department of Computer Science at the School of Arts and Science, together with the EDC IIC, for their outstanding dedication and teamwork in making this FTP possible. Their efforts began right from the initial conception and proposal submission and have continued with unwavering commitment through every phase of planning. They have taken responsibility for every detail, designing each session, identifying and inviting appropriate resource persons, managing all communications, and meticulously handling the countless logistical tasks that happen behind the scenes. Their professionalism and thoroughness have set a benchmark for organizing academic events of this scale and national significance. As we embark on this program together, I offer my warmest best wishes to all participants, respected resource persons, and dedicated organizers for a truly successful event. May your interactions create new knowledge, spark critical inquiry, and inspire actions that uplift health and society. Let us close with the noble words of Tagore: where the mind is without fear and the head is held high, where knowledge is free, where the world has not been broken up into fragments by narrow domestic walls, into that heaven of freedom, my Father, let my country awake. So let us pledge together and afresh to nurture India's rightful place as a leader among nations, a model for managing human capital wisely, and carrying a deep sense of global responsibility. May these days shape not just careers, but the destiny of our country and the wider world. Thank you, one and all. God bless.
Thank you, ma'am. We are very grateful for your enlightening presidential address, which has provided valuable direction for our professional growth during this program. Thank you once again, ma'am. Now I request Dr. Jayabharati P., Assistant Director, Administration, School of Arts and Science, to address the gathering.
Good evening to everyone gathered here. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you all to this insightful season on the future of healthcare, artificial intelligence, infused medtech innovations. Today we are honored to have two distinguished experts with us, Dr. Nagaraj and Dr. Ramya, who will be sharing their knowledge on this rapidly advancing field. Healthcare across the world is witnessing a remarkable transformations as artificial intelligence becomes increasingly integrated into medical technology. Artificial intelligence now assists doctors in early disease detection, enhance the accuracy of medical image analysis, and helps in developing personalized treatment plans tailored to each patient's unique needs. From smart wearable devices to artificial intelligence supported surgeries, these innovations are redefining the way healthcare is delivered. In addition, artificial intelligence is revolutionizing hospital management, digital medical records, telemedicines, and emergency response systems. These advancements are making healthcare more accessible, efficient, and effective, particularly for people living in remote and underserved regions. As we embrace these possibilities, it is equally important to reflect on the ethical considerations, data privacy concerns, and the continued need for human empathy in patients' care. Technology can assist and empower us, but it can never replace the compassion and emotional connection that healthcare professionals provide. I am confident that the sections by Dr. Nagaraj and Dr. Ramya will offer us valuable insights into how artificial intelligence driven medtech innovations are shaping the future of modern medicine. Thank you, Ananda. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for taking your time to address our gathering and share your valuable insights on this faculty development program. Now I request Dr. Shanti Revadi, HOD of Business Administration, School of Arts and Science, to felicitate this faculty development program.
Good evening. Good evening to one and all gathered here. It gives me immense pleasure and pride to extend my heartfelt felicitation on the occasion of Atal Faculty Development Program on the future of healthcare, AI-infused medtech innovations. I congratulate the organizers, resource persons, and all the distinguished participants for their coming together to explore this vital and transformation theme. May this FTP inspire new ideas, ignite research, and pave a way of impactful contributions in AI-enabled medtech. Once again, I convey my warmest felicitation and wish the program grand success. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your timely special for your busy schedule to visit the FDP and motivate us towards academic excellence. Thank you once again, ma'am. Now I request Dr. N. Susita, Associate Professor, Department of Computer Science, to introduce our speaker of this session.
Susita ma'am.
Could you able to hear me? Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Respected dignitaries, faculty members, research scholars, and distinguished participants of this Atal Faculty Development Program. It gives me immense pleasure to introduce today's chief guest and speaker, Dr. V. Nagaraj, a visionary leader, research strategist, serial entrepreneur, and one of the most influential voices in India's emerging innovation ecosystem. Dr. Nagaraj brings with him over 11 years of rich experience spanning academia, research and development, and industry. Throughout his career, he has been instrumental in strengthening institutional growth through innovative teaching, curriculum design, and impactful research-driven initiatives. His contributions have enabled numerous students and faculty to publish in Scopus and Web of Science journals and participate in international conferences. He is the managing director and founder of TrueLine Research Private Limited, where he drives the development of cutting-edge AI ecosystems ranging from Gen AI, agentic AI systems, research-oriented AI labs, and academic industry innovation parks. His vision has empowered institutions to adopt futuristic technologies and build a strong culture of research entrepreneurship. He is also the founder and CEO of TrueLine Academic and Research Center, an organization that has published more than 200 textbooks, reference books, and journals, which are while also organizing international conferences to promote advancements in science, engineering, medicine, and technology. As the co-founder and chief innovation officer of StartNet Ventures, he has played a key role in building a dynamic startup ecosystem, offering mentorship, corporate partnership opportunities, and accelerated support to young innovators across the country. He holds active membership in many prestigious professional bodies such as IEEE, ACM, CSI, and serves in leadership roles with CII, Young Indians, BNI, JCI, SESB, contributing significantly to innovation and youth leadership development. His expertise includes next-gen AI, agentic AI platforms, scientific research tools, IPR consulting, data analytics, international educational collaboration, global capability centers, and institutional accreditation support. Under his leadership, state-of-the-art research faculty facilities have been established, resulting in 200 plus patents filed, 1,500 plus publications, and the mentoring of 70 plus startups through various incubation and accelerator programs. He has collaborated with 150 plus institutions and has trained more than 15,000 students and 5,000 faculty members through various workshops, seminars, and FDP programs. Academically, Dr. Nagaraj holds a PhD in Information and Communication Engineering from Anna University, with additional degrees including BE, ME, MBA, and he is currently pursuing a PDF, that is postdoctoral fellowship from the University of South Florida, USA. He is also a Lean Six Sigma Green Belt, a Google certified educator, and a trainer with JCA. His contributions have earned him several national recognitions, including many awards. He is truly a dynamic blend of researcher, educator, innovator, and entrepreneur, someone who is shaping the future of AI-driven education, research excellence, and technology entrepreneurship in India. Dear participants, scholars, professors, please join me in welcoming our distinguished speaker for the session. Welcome, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Mom. Thank you for your wonderful introduction of our distinguished speaker, which has truly highlighted the remarkable achievements and expertise. Now, I request our distinguished speaker, Dr. V. Nagaraj, founder and MD, TrueLine Research Private Limited, to take over the session. Welcome, sir.
Thank you. So, is it audible now?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So, thank you for the management for giving this opportunity from Vinayak Mission Research Foundations and Department of Computer Science and Department of Business Administration and organizing committees and coordinators and conveners and respected faculty members. Thank you for giving this opportunity. So, I'll move on to the session. So, the screen is also visible now? Screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So, அனைவருக்கும் மாலை வணக்கம். So, let us start with one of the Tirukkural, which is related to our new gen AI with support of healthcare. மருந்தே நோய்க்கு இளநாய், மருந்து பெறுதல், சாந்தம் தந்துவிடும் சோர்வு. It's a power of intervention and innovation in healthcare. So, that the meaning of the Tirukkural is that medicine is only cure for disease. When rightly applied, it removes suffering and bringing afflicted. So the technology will support for this disease with the support of technology like AI. So myself, Dr. V. Nagaraj, I'm managing director and founder of TrueLine Research Private Limited and TrueLine Publisher, and I'm be a part of co-founder and CEO of Startup Ventures Private Limited. So I'll give us some little bit introduction about our my organization. So I started my journey in the year of 2019. So basically, I've been a background of academic professor and then industry and then research-oriented activities. So my main focus only based on the research-oriented activities, collaborate with the institution or the university with the support of faculty and students. So we have a specialized publishing agency that is called a TrueLine Publisher. So we do a lot of research, supports, guidance, and idea to product developments, product development in publications. So we do a lot of activities in TrueLine Publisher, like organizing international conference. Is there any collaboration with the university professors from various countries that we can do in a TrueLine Publisher? And I have another one company, TrueLine Research Private Limited. We started in the year of 2023. So it's purely tech-based development with support for industry people as well as institutions and universities. So we've been a part of community with the startup peoples. So we develop a lot of AI-related technology developments like platform, product, or any softwares, or anything else like chatbot or any LLM models, customized LLM models for the specific sectors that we can do in a lot of product-based and service-based support from TrueLine Research Private Limited. We currently owned 30+1 patent, 200+ assisted patents, and 5 grant, and with 1,500 publications. So we have a lot of clients in various institutions and universities, like also engineering, arts and science, medicals, pharmacy, nursing. So we work with 6 states and 3 countries. We currently associate with 120+ institutions for doing some sort of activities like institution developments, growth, aggregation, ranking, and then tech-related access, and how we can adopt our AI technology in our academic professions like documentations and then evaluations. Like that, we can do in a lot of activities. We are presently developing 2 more software, especially supporting for aggregation rankings. So it's an ongoing process. So once it's complete, sure, I'll share to the institutions for the developments. And we have a separate startup community. So the company's name of Startnet Ventures Private Limited. We do a lot of startup creations from students and faculties. So we are based at Salem, and TrueLine Research is based on Salem, and one more branch from Ernakulam, South Kalamassery, Kerala. So we do a lot of activities for nurturing the ideas into our product. So those who have an ideas, you need a support for develop these ideas into a product in a scaling with the support of startup fundings or any else of seed fundings or from venture capitals. We do a lot of supports. We created more than 70 plus startups in past 2 years, and we done 40 plus technical events, including 6 global events. So we can connect with the industry people. If the faculty or students who need any support for the development, we can connect industry people as well as global level connections. So and be a part of this professional organization. You all know about the CA. CA is in a Confederation of Indian Industry, which support for an industry growth and industry development policies frameworks from the government. So I'm be a part of member and be a part of zone panel of education as well as startups. So and I'm a part of Young Indians and JCI, BNI, IEEE, IETE, Institution of Engineers, ISTE, and then Computer Society of India, ACM. So I have a closely connect with that our professional organizations which build a global level collaboration and recognition from the organizations. So I'm being a part. So as a faculty members, my humble request is that you must be in a professional membership bodies, at least be in a 5-member professional bodies for this developments. You can develop yourself as well as your career. So through this professional organization, you can connect with the different mindset peoples, different industry peoples. You can have an opportunities to visit the industries in a various region. So through this platform, you can have an easily access with the industries for the development. So being a part of individual member or a professor from an institution is not capable to visit any industries or any research collaborations. It being a part of member in a professional organization, you may get a connects and supports from the professional business peoples as well as industries through these platforms. So my humble request is that being a part of this organization, and my request is that if you need any opportunities from this professional bodies, I can connect with the peoples from the various regions. So I am being a part of IEEE as a senior member, 5 years member, senior member. I can connect with the various professional societies from IEEE. So this can develop our individual skills as well as career growth. So then move on to the topic. I'm being a part of this session. It will in a healthcare for the opportunities and then trends. So before that, I can give you some small information about what is my innovation, what is my startup, what is meant by MVP, and what is meant by OKR concepts. So this can have an idea to develop our idea into a product. So being a part of this, we all know about the innovation. So innovation, it's a part of word. It's from the Latin word innovatus, innover and into plus novus. So this is called as an innovation. So we can create some new innovative ideas from a new product or else from the existing product. It may be an idea or method or a device. It is considered as an innovation. So the innovation is based on this platform: idea generation, adaptation, development, and implementation. So this we can do with the support of idea into a product. So we all know about that SDG goal, Sustainable Development Goal. So as a faculty members, my humble request that every institution, university need some funding supports from the government organizations like DST, DRDO, anything else like DST, SERB, or any other professional organization. I think the funding agencies, more than 70 plus agencies are there in our state, our country in India. So they do a lot of call for research funding. So the every research funding is fully based upon this SDG goal. So they are allocating the fund for the institution, for an university, for students, for an people in a society based on this criteria. So the funding will be released based on this SDG goal. So as a professor, you must do a first level of research is based on the SDG. Whether our idea is belong to poverty or zero hunger or good health well-being, quality education, industry innovation and infrastructure, life on, peace, justice, partnership goals. Like you need to interrelate and correlate with this SDG goal, because every funding agencies, they have some certain criteria. The basic criteria is it should be in a applicable in SDG goals. So throughout this session, our SDG goals will be matched based on good health and well-being, and then affordable clean energy, clean water and sanitization, climate actions. This all will be concluded in this healthcare sector. So you have an idea to propose, or you have an idea to be in a project contest or any competition, anything else, you can correlate with this SDG goals. So today we are going to discuss about this agenda, 6 set of agenda. One is healthcare transformation landscape. Second one is market dynamic and valuation and entrepreneurial opportunities for our faculty members, and startup and success stories, and industry trends and application and skill sets. So this will be included in our in my session. So you may take a screenshot or notes. So because I planned that and I executed with a lot of insights based on a state level, nation level, and global level. So you have an idea to build a product, sure it will be useful for you for the next level of move on. So I think that the AI in healthcare, the transformation of digitalize, so that medical revolution, it's based on transformation of digital technology, personalized medicine, and solution providing for the particular disease. This medical revolution taken as an AI platform. So the current healthcare challenges, opportunities in based on this criteria. First one is demographic pressures based on the aging population. Second one, access barrier in the limited healthcare with the limited remote areas, and cost escalations based on the healthcare, either a product or solutions or any other conclusion between a medical care, the healthcare rising based on the cost, and workforce shortage. I think you may know about that medical availabilities and doctors based on the population, it will be a shortage of these professions. So we need to create lot more medical professions from either from engineering through biomedical or biotechnology or chemical engineering, like or any other department, computer science or anything else, or else from medical and nursing and pharmacy. So the shortage of this professional medical professionals, it will be a major healthcare challenges. Nowadays, the medical professions only need to build a product in a healthcare is not a proper way. So I think even from a tech developers, you have an ideas in the domain, you can learn and you can implement, you can create a product in the medical. Because we have a set of community peoples in working in a healthcare. So few of them from the engineering background, but they do a lot of medical related products. So I think the learning should be in any sector. We can learn, we can learn, we can experimental, and we can develop product. So not only from the medical and pharmacy nursing, even from engineering, even from arts and science background, we can build a product based on that ideas and problems, and we are going to give a solution as a product. And mental health crisis and drug development delays. So these are the major healthcare challenges globally in the world. So based on this category, we can pick out any one set of things, we can build a product. Next, digital health revolution. Already we know few of the evolutions are taken, like telemedicine platforms and remote patient monitoring, AI-assist diagnostic improving accuracy, cloud-based healthcare, mobile health application, virtual consultation. So these are more developed after that post-COVID. So anyone have any issues in a disease or anything else, we can connect with the virtual, we can connect with the that results and testings. Based on results and testings, we can have a prediction with the cloud-based, or we can have a prediction with the virtual, with the support of expertise doctors through anywhere and any place. So this digital transformation has more number of transformation taken based on this criteria. So medical needs and gaps. What will be the medical needs and gaps in healthcare? One is rare disease. The rare disease is based upon the treatment options, and then prevention care. So prevention care infrastructure is inadequate, and chronic disease management. You all know about that. We have a disease, they'll give a long-term support for curing this disease based upon the medicines, based upon this giving an guidance, based upon this food against. This all will be taken in a chronic disease management. So this management will take as a long-term life surviving in a society. And mental health is services. I think based upon the Gen Z kids and the 2K kids and from the existing category peoples, if you have a mental health service illness, and they won't be in a part of this servicing taken, but it should be based on this category. Will have a mental health service and diagnostic delays and personalized treatment and drug developments. We all know about that from COVID. After after that particular period, we developed a product for this disease. So drug development is a major platform role in a healthcare industry because more number of entrepreneurs, more number of professors, researchers, they're doing more number of drug development products for pharmaceutical products for the peoples. So I think drug development is in a more number of opportunities in there to cure the diseases. And the entrepreneurial opportunities in a window is that first one is digital health platform, second one is AI powered diagnostic, hospital management, corporate wellness, medical device with IoT, and healthcare data analytics, pharmacy innovation, and genomic and personalized medicines. So these are the categories are needed opportunities to develop an innovative products. So nowadays, I think more number of IoT based devices or more number of devices are developed based on this category. For example, if we have an eye vision with the set of few measurement from the eye vision based on the eye, we can predict the diseases and what will be the next level for the treatment. So this is an advanced technology with the sea of visuals. Based on the visuals, within a fraction of minutes, fraction of seconds, we can predict the disease. This is the most advanced medicines and products developed in the particular category. So with the support of hardware and software, IoT based platforms will give much more opportunities to predict the diseases. And regard the global market size for now innovations in or for an healthcare, especially in AI tech. So 12 trillion will be in a total global healthcare market in 24 to 25. So the global market size will be in a $12 trillion in the valuation of 2024 and 25. And paramedical, it's based upon 2 trillion. And medical devices, it's based upon 520 billions. And digital health will be in a 500 billions. And healthcare service is 9.25 trillions. And expected compound annual growth rate is 5 to 7% annual. So this is a global market size. Its opportunities available in a healthcare market. So do you have an idea in this category? We can predict and we can build a product. So the global market projection is based upon 25 to 30. That 25 to 30 will be expected from 12.5 to 7 trillion by 2030. So on digital health segmentation, the growth rate will be in a 15 to 20% within 2030. And the CARG growth rate will be in a 40%. And telemedicine reach will be in a 500 billion. And wearable device and IoT is in a 100 billion. So the global market growth projections and market size and different set of segments and parameters, it's more about in a growing stage. And especially from Indian healthcare market, the valuation will be in a $410 to $450 billion in 2025 the year. So from this $410 to $450 billion, we have some four set of parameter. One is pharmaceuticals. It will be in a 52 to 56 billion. Medical device will be in a 14 to 18 billion. Digital health will be in 12 to 15, and healthcare service between 320 to 350 billion. So these are the categories that market gap is available to develop our innovation into healthcare market. And Indian market growth strategy by 2030. So as we previously mentioned that the CRG will be in a 50 to 70%, 750 to 800 billion in the market space, 30 to 40% for annual growth, and medical tourism contribution is between 8 to 10 billion, and government initiatives taken from National Digital Health Mission support infrastructure is a major role playing in the growth market towards 2030. So the insurance penetrating will be in a 35 to 50%. So even from each and individual, we all know about the health insurance and life insurance. So it's mandatory to take enough for this health and life insurance for an individual in a family, for an individual in a family. So the penetration rate will by 2030 will be 35% to 50%. So India versus global market, the global market share will be in a 3 to 4% compared with India as well as global market. And growth rate will be in a 3x faster than global average. and digital health will be in a 15 to 20%, and global will be in 25 to 30%. And cost advantage in especially in India is 1/4 and 1/10 in Western Coast. I think the 1/4 cost advantage is more about compared with far about other country. The India will be the most affordable service cost advantage for our people. So this will be in a market comparison. This will be in a growth in our, especially in our India, especially in our state. So digital health solution and platforms will be taken this category: telemedicine, health information, chronic disease management, mental health and counseling, fitness and wellness application, and AI-powered symptoms, and hospital management system. This will be in a major role in product and service, and especially in medical care. And devices and application, and will be in a what way we can build a device, what way we can build a solution, what way we'll build a product for our societies, for our people, for curing from the diseases. One is from wearable health monitors, and second one is remote patient monitoring, and third one is connected insulin pumps, and fourth one is IoT enabled hospital beds, and fifth one is continuous glucose monitors, and sixth one will be in a portable diagnostics, and seventh one is in a smart pill bottles, and eighth one is a robotic surgery. I think we all know about that. Already we done a lot of hospital having robotic surgeries. Even from a Salem, we have one of the hospital, his name is Sanmoha Hospital and Dharna Hospital. They do a lot of robotic surgery activities in a tier 2, 3 cities. While compared with belong to tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 cities have an opportunities for these robotic surgeries. I think the development has gone in a much more high in health, especially in healthcare. And diagnostic service and AI solution for this category is AI-based radiology interpretations, X-ray, CT scan, and MRI, and pathology image analysis, genetic test sequence, blood work automation, and with the advanced technology, early disease prediction based on the algorithm based. The disease prediction based upon the report, based upon the patient information. Throughout this, the technology will adopt some algorithm to predict the diseases. So this is the most tremendous growth within a few sort of years. That algorithm will play a major role in, especially in a technology. And predictive analysis, lab automation, point of care diagnostics. So we all know about that. In the past 20 years before, the doctors will be in a general medicines. Most probably the most doctors in a general medicine. But nowadays, they have a specific set of skills, specific set of doctors in a specific category, like gynecologist, radiologist. Like this will be in a point of care in a diagnostic device. So compare with the past 20 years before, in a general medicine, nowadays they have a dentist, we have a dentist, more number of narrowed down care point diagnostics doctors are available for these categories. And healthcare management especially. So this is a major secured and point of communication for a hospital with the support of patients, with the support of technologies. So while curing the patient's diseases based upon these management systems, one is hospital information system, HIS, and second patient billing and revenue cycle management, staff scheduling, resource allocation, pharmacy management solution, electronic healthcare EHR platforms, inventory supply chain management, laboratory information, and interoperable healthcare data networks. This will be do a major role in the management systems. From this category, we can develop a product based on this few sort of categories and platforms. And especially in wellness and preventive care service, I think nowadays most probably the people's traveling in a society while going to an office or going to an institution or going to an university, more number of wellness and preventive care services are there in a market. So the major role will play based on the wellness and preventive care. One is corporate wellness program, prevention health screening, mental wellness, nutrition and diet management, fitness and exercise tracking, sleep and stress management, occupational health care, and community health initiatives. This will play a role in wellness and preventive care services. And these are the more emerging categories which we can do an innovation. Genomic and personalized medicine, pharmacogenomic targeted for drug therapy, home healthcare service, rehabilitation technologies, drug discovery platforms, clinical trial management, medical education and training platform, healthcare data analytics. This will be the next generative healthcare innovation in AI. And what we can do as a faculty, as a teaching profession, we are handling the institutions, students, and institutional growth and all. What we can do as per ACT and UGC already they mentioned, each faculty must be in a minimum one startup company to be created with the support of individuals as well as support of students. This will be a mandate in ACT and UGC. So that type of norms and eligibilities, as a faculty, you can start minimum develop one startup company as an individual or else collaborate with the students. We all know about that. How many startup companies are there in Tamil Nadu? Can you anyone tell me how many startup companies are in Tamil Nadu? Ma'am, I think individual can talk or there will be a mute option.
Sir, they cannot unmute. They can send a message. Actually, they can put it in the chat.
Yeah, I think next we'll have an interactive slides that I need a support for this an interaction.
Okay,
Can you enable
yeah.
this? Yes, I'll be in
Yes.
online. Can you enable this?
Yes, I can enable. When you start, you want it to be enabled now itself, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Few are messaging.
No, I think apparently I can't do this because it's in a slide presentation. That's why. So professors, can you have a discussion? Yes, anyone can unmute and you can tell me how many startups companies are there in Tamil Nadu?
Now they can unmute.
Yes, you can unmute. You can have a discussion with us. How many startups are there in Tamil Nadu? As well as India.
Maybe about 10,000, sir.
10,000. Yes, good. Yes, any other answers?
Maybe above 150,000.
Yes, in India, it will be above 1,70,000. So the current in India, especially 1,70,000 startups are there, especially in Tamil Nadu, 11,000 plus startups are there. From this 11,000, can you guess me how many women entrepreneurs are there in the startup based on the 100%? Anyone can guess as from professors from women category. You can guess how many startups owned by women?
30%. Around 30%.
30. Yes, much more.
60%, sir.
60.
Maybe 70 to 80%.
70%.
70 to 80%. Yes, okay. Your confidence is much more high, ma'am. More than 50% of startups run by women entrepreneurs.
70%. No.
Now 50% above. That women entrepreneurs, more than 50% startup founders are there in the company running this organization. Either being a part of director or managing director role and majority of shares. This is the actual statistics given by the State Planning Commission in startup ecosystem, especially in startup TN. So this is a scenario. So in anyone from a faculty, either from a gents faculty or a female faculty or anything else, if the institution is ready to provide for your ideations, you can build an own product, you can build an own startup along with the profession. I think we are already associated with few startup ecosystem and incubation.
Mommy, chalo pizza kava. Aji chacho I pizza.
Yes. Mithila ma'am, can you mute this? Mute. Mithila, can you mute? Yes. Okay. So from the faculty, you can pursue an entrepreneurship role with the support of institution. Because without the support from the institution, we can't do anymore. So we can get a permission from the respected directors or respected deans or respected principal, respected vice chancellor. You can get a permission, you can build a product. Because incubation role a major part in institution level. So can you guess how many incubation center in Tamil Nadu? Incubation centers. Anyone can guess how many incubation centers in Tamil Nadu? Yes, faculty members. You have an idea, you can unmute and you can tell me. How many incubations in Tamil Nadu? Any guessing? Any particular point of value? It may be in a less or more high, no more issues than that. So I won't give any internal marks assessment to you. So you can have an answer. You can unmute. You can tell me. Yes, 124 incubations are there in Tamil Nadu. Most incubations is done by the institution and universities. So this will give a more wide opportunities to develop your idea into a product. So I think you may know about incubation. So the incubation concept is that idea to product building, they can support in terms of laboratories success, in terms of expertise as a mentor, in terms of funding and investments. The incubation will play a major role. Each and every institutions, you must be an incubation center because you can get a funds from the central government. Most probably in Salem, we have a few incubations are there, 5+ incubation tier 3 cities. I think maybe in Chennai, you have maybe have a lot of incubations. I think 30 to 50 incubation maybe there in Chennai. So you can get and support access from the institution, from the universities, from any person doing research or doing studies or doing any teaching profession. You may get the opportunities from 124 incubation centers. It not been from particular institutions should approach for the incubation. It's open to all. To have an idea, you have a platform, you can approach. If there is any possible to develop the product in the particular incubation, you can directly approach, you can mail and you can give. Because we are closely connected with the 124 incubations. As a faculty members, you need a support from this incubation, sure, I can help you. So from this faculty into an entrepreneurship, you can get a deep domain expertise, laboratory and research infrastructure, cutting edge technologies, and government grants and funds. And then they can support as a mentor to develop the products. I think the minimum ideation, they are going to give 2 to 3 lakhs for an ideations. You have an idea, they will give, sure, they will give a funding support if the idea is going to be in a product in a scaling process. So from the universities and incubations, as a faculty, these are all the categories will support you for develop this product. Institutional incubations, incubators, mentorship, university facilities, VC partnership, like from private fundings, venture capitalists and angel investors, and seed funding, pre-seed fundings from the government as well as state and as well as central, like state from Startup TN, lead by Sivaraj Ramanan sir, and central government will be in a Startup India. So you can get a support from this, or else you can get a support from the incubations out of 124. Or else you can get a support from VC and angel investors and venture capitalists, VC and angel investors. So this will support to be an idea, product development, and intellectual property rights, IP, and then technology transformation, and then funding supports. This all will get from the faculty support. So faculty is going to be in a startup, an idea to build a product to make a scalable as a startup. So anyone guess what is my startup? Do you have any idea? You can tell me what is my startup. Yes, faculty, you can unmute yourself. We'll have a discussion. I think the online platform for a session, we may or may not be listen for the particular time period. So that will be an interactive that you can get the information from about my knowledge, and you can have some ideation representation from your side. So anyone can tell about what is my startup? Your faculty members. Yes, any idea? If there is any chat. New business, some new innovative products. Yes, any other informations? Yes, out of 177 participants, can you guess me what is my startup? To start a small business, okay, from Dr. B. Srinivasan sir, and from Amuadevi ma'am, our idea into a business to develop a product, yes, like good. And Professor Rujita, new innovation of an idea, good. Subiksha ma'am, an innovative approach, yes, good. Moradi ma'am, small business, yes. Yes, anything else? Can you give me any definition for startup? Shakti Vanitha ma'am, innovative ideas. Vinod Jagan, idea to product. Archita, innovative ideas. Yes. Can you give me any definition for that startup? Okay, one more question I will ask. It will be an individual person or a group of people? Which one is for startup? Individual or group of people? Yes, anyone guess? Either. Okay. Maybe new established company. Yes. Good product group. Yes, Gayatri ma'am, group of people. Good. Yes, startup will be an entrepreneurship team, group of people creating an innovative product from idea to scalable business. That is called startups. Okay. So the startup will be in a, I think, thank you for the response. Small team, group of member, idea, benefits, common people, company that focused on single product, service want to bring, team works, small team, group, creative ideas. Good group. Okay. So from a startup, it will be an entrepreneurship team with a group of people creating an innovative ideas based on the technology, based on any sectors, either from food, agri, or medical, or paramedical, or anything else from a different sectors. It will be an innovative and scaling innovative model, and that innovative product must demand for the people need. Like problem, it's problem based on the solutions. So idea will not work in a commercial product. The idea must meet the people's requirements. The problem should be solved by the solution as your idea. So the team works, innovation, research, market, strategies, technologies. It will be all in a group of people doing a group of ideas to develop the ideas in the product. The product must meet the solution. Okay. So another one more question. Can you tell me any marketing techniques for surveying the product need? Anyone can guess any strategies, techniques to identify the market gap or market size? Anyone can guess? Through survey. Good. Okay. Yes. How we can get a survey about the product requirement? Anyone? There will be 3 terms in marketing techniques for identifying the market size. Anyone can guess me? I think from business administration, Department of Business Administration there, you may know about this concept. Marketing techniques to identify the market size based on the location. Yes, good. Yes, good. Good location is okay. Survey, okay. I'm asking about the techniques, tactics. The 3 type of tactics is there for identifying the market size. Demo based. Oh, okay. Product usage. Yes, good. Product usage, good. Advertisements are one of the key for the market. Awareness and consideration, decision. What are the need of people? Yes, good. Need of people. Yes, any other points? So anyone know about TAM, SAM, SOM? TAM, TAM, SAM, SAM, SOM, SOM. Does anyone know about TAM, SAM, SOM? TAM, SAM, SOM. Does anyone know about that? TAM, SAM, SOM. What will be the key terms for this identifying the market size? So I'll tell you. So TAM, SAM, SOM is most important things that we are going to build a product, build a innovative ideas that will be yes, total addressable market. Good from Karina. Yes, total addressable market, total available market, total addressable market, and total and then service addressable market, service obtainable market. These are the 3 categories to identify the market needs: total addressable market, service addressable market, and service obtainable market. We all know about that ideas. Like for example, we'll take from Salem, it will be 30 lakhs populations. From the 30 lakh population is a total addressable market. Okay, we know about that 30 lakhs people. It will be not addressable. In specified category, how many people you are going to target? How many people you are going to give a service? That is called SAM and SOM. So this is all we need to know about creating and innovative ideas from faculty as well as students. And then anyone know about design thinking? Design thinking. Anyone know about design thinking? Design thinking. Yes, any faculties? Anyone about design thinking? So let's see the message. Huh? Is anyone about design thinking? No. Design thinking. I think the Atal FTPs and NPTELs, they are making much more programs related to this design thinking. Without knowing this design thinking, we can't able to do any set of idea into a product. So one more message there. Innovative ideas and implementation. Good. Innovative ideas and implementation will be a design thinking. Yes. Any other inputs? I think Professor Umarani and Professor Amoda from new modulation about the product. Yes. New modulation about the product. Next. Any other inputs? Anticipate the user requirement. Good, Sultan. Anticipate the user requirement. Professor Sultan. Professor Shiva. Innovative ideas to satisfy user issues. Yes, good. So at the end solution will be in a user, and the user should solve the problems with this our solutions. Good. Professor Shiva mentioned the innovative ideas to satisfy the user. And Yogendra, Professor, one more problem solving. Good. And from the department, SAS, working model. Okay. Empathy from Professor Srinivasan. So empathy, yes. Okay. Yes, I'll explain. So design thinking is a human-centered approach to create innovations to draw in a design toolkit with the people needs and technologies. With the support of people, with the support of technology, we are creating some business success is called design thinking. So we have 5 categories in design thinking. One is empathize, second is define, third one is ideate, fourth one is prototype, and fifth one is test. This is the 5 category that we need to educate the students if they are really interested to build a product, they are really interested to create a mini project or a main project, or they are going to approach for a project contest, or they are going to approach for a hackathons from various sectors. These 5 things we need to educate. One is empathize. Empathize in the sense user needs observation and engagement. Second one is define. Clear problem based on the user insights. Third one is ideate, generating solutions. Fourth one is creating prototype, creating some prototype model to execute these ideas into a solution. Fifth one is test. It's based upon the customer satisfaction. So this is a simple example. So I'll correlate one design thinking and a sustainable development goal for an example. I'll give one simple example. In Tamil Nadu, especially from Erode, the one the forest area is there, Satyamangalam. They've done one small project which is related to innovation as well as SDG, Sustainable Development Goal. In forest area, most probably people will face from the region is that particular animals is going to travel or is going to be in a diversion from the living peoples. So that they need to predict that they create one simple innovative product. They used one sensor, they used one speaker, and they used one camera. They created one product. If the particular distance the animal is going to travel towards people location, easily identify through camera and sense through the sensor, automatically it gives some noisy sound to escape from the particular issues that are traveling from animals in the living areas. This is a small innovative projects. It create drastic changes in that society. So this will be a simple concept. Another one concept I'll give you another one concept from Andhra Pradesh, from one of the districts. They used one sensor-based traffic alert. So if you all know about that, most probably the people will follow the traffic regulation, but few of the people will not follow the regulation. They simply give, not from an Andhra Pradesh. I'm telling about overall in India and other countries. So I'm not holding in any particular states. They driven on innovative ideas from Andhra. That's why I mentioned. So they created one sensor and create one speaker with the support of sensor and speaker. They create one device in traffic area. most probably the people in a traffic area, they may avoid rules and regulation. They may give some horn sounds. They will give some disturbance in the front and back side of the vehicles. So they identify one device. So the most probably the traffic regulation is violated by giving some horn sound. With the support of horn sound, they create one idea based on the decibel. So the sound will be in a unit as in decibel. If the signal will be in a 90-second, it's going to drop in 90, 80, 70, 60, 50. If the particular people in a particular place, they are making much more horn, again it is going to be 90-second. 90, 70, 60, 50, 30. If the decibel is in a proper way, in a proper hearing, the alarm that signal will be in a proper rule regulations. If there any issues will be handled by the horn, it going to 90-second, 90-second, 90-second. This is a small innovative projects taken from a small set of place. This is called innovation. So first we need to know about that, empathize, understand the user need. We need to observe. Then we need to identify the problem. We need to create some definitions for the problem. And third one is developing an idea. It's called ideate. And fourth one is prototype. Creating a product with the support of hardware or a software or the combination of both hardware and software. And finally, we need to give a test trial for user access. We need to, if there is any issues are there, we need to redefine the innovations. So this is called design thinking concept. And then, so in TrueLine Research Private Limited, we have one concept is called flame. So anyone know about what is my flame? Flame. What is my flame? Anyone? What is my flame? Flame. What is my flame? Yes, anyone can guess what is my flame? Yes, is it audible?
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Yes, yes. So anyone guess what is my flame? Flame. The word meaning flame. So someone says unique solution. It gives some slide itself. Oh, no. Yes, I understand, ma'am. I'm asking about the term word flame. So we define some design thinking concept. I'm asking about the term. What is my flame? Where we use that flame word. Yes, good. Fire. Yes. Representing any spark or energy. Good. Yes. Okay. The flame concept will be in a spark, ignition, fire. That type of keyword that we used in design thinking. So we define one term instead of flame. We define one term is called find, learn, adapt, modernize, elevate. This is a flame concept which we used in a institution level, student level, and faculty level to get an idea about what is the concept of design thinking. So the design thinking will be in representing find and learn, adapt. Yes, the representing will be in finding new things. One is finding new things, opportunities, and identifying market gaps. We can implement in our teaching profession. We can implement in student level. We can implement in our individuals. We can implement in a business. So we need to find an opportunities and identify the market gap. Second one is learn, gathering knowledge and from the industries or from a target audience based on the insight. Third one is adapt. You need to adapt these things to build a product. Fourth one is creating an innovative product. Fifth one is elevate. We can develop and we can showcase our quality and talent, showcase our product into a society. So this is a flame concept. Find, learn, adapt, modernize, and elevate. Flame. So you need to find the opportunity, learn, you need to adapt, and you need to modernize the innovation, and you need to scale this quality, scale this business into next level. And anyone about the MVP, minimum viable product? MVP. Anyone know about MVP? So most probably from the innovators or from the incubators or from the startup or MSME, they will have some idea. MVP. Building a prototype. Good. Any other points? Building a prototype. Customer afford, good. Idea product before complete the finished product, good. Ideate product before a complete finished product, good, good. Customer afford, good. Any other points? Yes. Okay, I will explain. Minimum viable product. Okay. I'll give someone now. I'll share on an image. So you can tell me which one is the MEP. Okay. Then I will explain about what is MEP. So from this 3 rows, row 1, row 2, row 3, which one is MEP? Anyone can guess? From this 3 image, which row will be an MVP, minimum viable product? You can guess based upon the image. It's fixed in this rows. Anyone can guess which one is MEP? That's cycle. No, I'm asking about this row. Row 1, row 2, row 3. This is row 1, row 2, row 3. Which one is MEP? I'm asking that. Third row, good, from Professor Kritika. And Nitisha from row 1. Okay. Ashifa from row 2. Gayatri, row 2. Umarani, row 2. Yes. And Uma Devi, Professor, row 2. Good. And Dr. B. Srinivasan, sir, row 3. Good, good. Row 3. Yes. And Sujata, ma'am, row 3. Good. Okay, I'll explain. So, MVP in the sense, minimum viable product. So, before going to a market, we are going to test the product. We are going to give the service to the limited people. First level of product. The first level of product is going to test with the peoples. That is called minimum viable product. Okay. So before going to the market, it will be in a test with the peoples, test with the incubations. That is called minimum viable product. That's why you mentioned minimum. Viable in the sense, outcome based things, and product in the sense based upon the usage. So minimum viable product is an startup movement. Eventually test the interest in a product before building entirely. That is called minimum viable product. So you are going to guide a student. You must be asked that what is your MVP? What is your design thinking? What is your product? What is your solutions? That this technical term will explain much more about the student requirement. We can easily guide the students to build a product. So it will be an increment of the product, measure, small thing. That is called MVP. Okay. So another one concept is called objective key reason. Anyone know about OKR? Anyone know about OKR? OKR. Yes, OKR. Okay, I'll ask one question. What is meant by output and outcome? Anyone can answer? To start, I think I got no answer. Because it get delivering values and functions, good. Clear idea of the product, good. Okay, I understand. Okay, so can you tell me, anyone, what is the difference between output and outcome? Output and outcome. Any guessing? Output and outcome? Yes, anyone can answer output. What is the difference between output and outcome? Output is maximum. Okay, good. But it may be outcome will be not maximum. Huh? Output is a result. Outcome is the effect from the result. Good. Professor Kritika, they mentioned output is a result. Outcome is an effect from the result. Good, good. From Reena ma'am, result. From Sultan. Output refer to productivity. Outcome is result of some process. Yes, good. Good, good. Outcome is effective. We know about that. Outcome is effective. Yes. I'm asking the difference between output and outcome. Results, Sabna ma'am, Nitisha ma'am, result testing, Gayatri ma'am, output is the result, outcome is gain from the output. Good, 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 Gayatri ma'am, yes. And Dr. Hiral mentioned output is not always positive. Yes, good. Outcome is effective. Yes, good. Dr. Hiral, I think output is not always positive. Outcome is effective. Good, good, good. And from Sujata ma'am, outcome is result based on the user. Yes, good. Divya ma'am, output is a final result. Output is a tangible deliverable. Outcome is meaningful. Good, good, good. Dr. Srinivasan sir, I think you're giving always an useful information about the topic. I think output is a tangible deliverable. Outcome is a meaningful result from the output. Good, good, good. Output is not accurate. Yes. Outcome is beneficial. Yes. So we all know about that. We do some lot of works. We'll give an output. It may be or may not be used for the user, but the outcome will be used only by the output in an effective way. So the meaningful and then creating some value added from the product, from the output is called outcome. So we all know about what is the difference between outcome and output. Okay. So then I can correlate with MEP and OKR. OKR is an objective key results. So for example, we'll take one example from Professor Dr. B. Srinivasan sir. So from Dr. Srinivasan sir is going to take one innovative product into a startup company. First, Dr. Srinivasan will set a goal with a particular time period. That is called objectives and key results. So OKR is a goal setting framework with small or large organization set clear and measurable objectives. If the Professor Srinivasan sir is going to start a company within March 2026, the time duration is called some key result measurable, and the objective is called creating a startup company in a valuable. So this is the difference between objectives and key results. So the objectives will be in a clear and specific goal as an individual, as an institution, as an university. If for example, the university will be in a ranking in a top 100, 1 to 100, it will in a specific goal. And key result is that targeting which year it will be in a 1 to 100, either 2026 or from 2027. That key results, measurables must take in this goal setting for a success is called OKR, objective key results. So before going to start objective key results, we need to know why, how, and what. So this is the 3 questions that we always ask from the students, ask from the faculty, or else from the institution. So we need to know what type of objectives that we have, and what type of activities that we are going to do, and what will be the key results. So this concept will be much more effective for an individual, as a professor, as an institution, as an university. So I think from the past I explained about design thinking, and then minimum viable product, OKR, and research market cap. Okay. Then, so that innovative ideas should be in a intellectual. So the intellectual is based upon this intellectual property right. So we all know using the mobile phone. From this mobile phone, we can have an identity, some identity from IPR. So this is a mobile phone. So I'm showing my mobile phone. From this phone, we can predict what will be the intellectual property, what will be the parameters available in the mobile phone. So we all know about the design symbol of this mobile phone, iPhone. That symbol is taken as a trademark. Okay, and then that layer of this mobile phone from front side, top side, back side, front side, and top view, aerial view, that is taken as a design. So this is called design pattern. That logo, company names, and anything else considered as a trademark. And then using these mobile phones, we can give much more information about codings, programs, software, applications, and any interactive tools, or any other songs, musics, images, videos, audios, anything else. It is taken as a copyright. And the chip designs and working model is called patent. So if you are going to give an innovative ideas in a healthcare sector, we must know about what type of category that we need to intellectually, we need to hold our innovative ideas. That is called as an IPR, intellectual property rights. Okay. Then I think last we'll move on to one more concept. Then we'll get into healthcare. Okay. So anyone know about 4Hs? Anything else? Anyone know about 4Hs? 4Hs. Yes. Anyone know about 4Hs? So I'll give us some tracking option. It's 4Hs. So this will be in a teamwork, tactics, and techniques to get an valuable output and valuable outcome from the group of people. Yes. Anyone about hipster is a value creator and fixes and value product? Okay. Yes, I'll look into one activities with the people. I think can you have an attention to from the head of the department from computer science? we'll do on small activities with the people. Okay. So it's only a game. So don't mistake me in a wrong way. It's only a game. So from the head of the department, computer science. So can you have some discussion?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, you
Ma'am,
can have.
can you suggest some 4 faculty members that all based in a team member from your department? They all be in a group of 4 members. They will do group of useful and utility activities from the students as well as institution growth. Can you suggest some 4 peoples?
Yes, Susita ma'am, Pushpavati ma'am,
1 minute.
Srinivasan sir,
Sushita ma'am,
Pushpavati ma'am,
Pushpavati ma'am,
Srinivasan sir,
Srinivasan sir. Okay.
Ambikavati ma'am.
Yes.
Vijay
So
Kumar
can you?
sir.
No, we'll take in only 4 members.
Okay,
for an
you can
activity.
take
Okay.
the first.
So can you tell me from an individual personality in the sense in terms of activity, work experience? I think some
What
people
kind
have
of
some
activity?
yes, some people have some activity role. Some people have on critical thinking. Some people have a development stage. Some people have a good communication. Like that, you can divide these 4 people for a game. So, dear professors, it's only for a game. It's not identifying individual personalities and all. It's only for a game. I can interconnect with these 4 H's. You can develop a group of people from the students to get into an innovative ideas into a product. That's why I'm asking. I think Sushita ma'am will be in a what type of category, ma'am? Hipster,
Sushita
hustler,
ma'am.
hacker, and hound.
Okay.
Just guessing. It's not yeah, it's only a game. So you can do some activities with the students like this concept. So hipster,
if it is just a game, I can just say
Yes.
for some. Okay, I can just pass something else like.
Yes, I think you
developer
mentioned
maybe Srinivasan sir.
Okay, developer.
And
hacker will be in a Srinivasan sir. It's out of 4
yes,
H's.
hacker Srinivasan sir.
Yes.
And researcher Sushita ma'am. Designer Pushpavati ma'am.
Hound will be in a Sushita ma'am.
Ambikavati ma'am.
Designer, hipster,
That is, yes.
Okay, so the result will be announced. I think Sushita ma'am will be a hound. So hound in the sense they have a good researcher, resourceful, and discover and sharp analyst. So it will be considered as a hound. And Pushpavati ma'am will be a hipster. They create some design, creative ideas, idea generation, value creations that will be done by hipster. And then Srinivasan sir, hacker. They have been a good developer. So be a person developing some innovative ideas in a back-end process. So that will be a hacker, developer, pragmatist, put an idea into an action, technical base. There will be a hacker. And from Ambika ma'am, hustler. She may be in a good communicator. She may be in a good market survey and networking, perfect sale pitches. So we need to identify this type of category of 4 peoples from a professor, from a student, from an institution. Okay. So you need to identify these 4 different personality people. We can get a group of people, can get a value-added information from this team. So hipster, hustler, hacker, hound will be in a 4 H's for creating a startup idea, creating an innovative idea into a product, creating an innovative idea in a contest. So this type of 4 H's you can implement in our teaching profession, or else from a teaching community, or else from the student community. So this is some simple example to identify the people. So different set of ideated persons create a team which will get an enormous outcome, not from the output, from various outcomes. So I think the students or a faculty, it may be a friend, close friend, relative, long-term people is working in an institution. It's not been a work in a group of people. You need to identify the individual personality in terms of work, not from an identity of face or anything else. It's based upon the identity of work experience. So you need to pick out these people and create a team. Surely you can get a developed product from health sector. So the 4 H's easy to understand: hipster, hustler, hacker, and hound. And then we'll move on to the next level. So I think before that, I introduced the information given about healthcare, what will be the opportunity for a healthcare market, India market, global market, in various sector, paramedical, and then diagnostics, and then testing, labs. I explained a lot of things. After that, I explained innovation. What is my innovation? I explained what is my sustainable development goal. and I explained how to get a research funding in a specific sustainable development goal. And I explained about what is meant by startup, what is meant by design thinking, what is meant by MVP, and what is meant by OKR. So I think I clearly explained about what will be an idea should develop in a product with the support of ecosystem. Then I'll give us some successful stories from the companies succeed in medical sector. Okay. Then I'll conclude my session. Okay. I mean in the last session, last few slides, I think 736. So success story is that from an example from medical device, telehealth platforms, AI diagnostics, drug formulation, hospital management, diagnostic kits. From this category, I list out few success stories. So you may know about this companies, you may be using this product, maybe can using this product. I think idea to launch, we already explained this concept. Practo, how many of you using this Practo? It's a digital health platform. It's founded in 2010, 3 billion valuation, $3 billion valuation. Okay, it's an unicorn status, and 100K healthcare providers are there in this company. It's one of success story. Okay, so what they are going to give up providing this service. First one is doctor appointment, second one is health record, third one is online consultation, and fourth is clinical management software. So you may be attending more number of appointments. They may be given some records like testings or medicines or anything else. So entire thing will be handled by clinical management software. So Practo is a digital health platform, topmost company in B2C and B2B. Okay, B2B consumer as well as B2B, both category they are doing. Okay, so in Practo is a digital health platform. It's a startup company developed in the year of 2010. Now the valuation is much more high, $3 billion. Okay, it's an unicorn status. Okay, 50 million users are connecting with this platform. This is one of healthcare software, a success story in the top medical industry. Okay, and then we all know about that 1mg. 1mg, formerly it is a NetMeds. It's an online platform for pharmacy and health. It's one of the company founded in 1999 as a NetMed and acquired by the Flipkart in 2018. So they are giving service like medicine home delivery, diagnostic testing, and health consultation. I think nowadays tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, tier 4 cities, even from tier 3 cities, we have an option to check a testing and anything else from home itself. So this is an technology development. This is an development across globe in various cities to handle these testings, consultations, and then medicines in a single place, in anytime, anywhere. So this is a medicine home delivery, diagnostic testing, health consultation. So the user is based on 10 plus million monthly active users, 10 plus millions. This is an e-commerce platform to get an online pharmacies and health and testing and all. So this is one of the topmost company in top medical industry, especially in healthcare. Okay. Another one company, Nykaa Health. It's an integrated digital health platform. So you all know about the product Nykaa. Okay. It's a beauty e-commerce launched in 2021. It's an online consultation, medicine delivery, diagnostic test, and wellness products. Okay. So they have an active 10 lakh monthly active user followers from Nykaa Health platform. It started in the year of 2021. So they are delivering marketing 50 million Nykaa customer base. It's an ecosystem. You all know about the Nykaa product. They have some technology healthcare based platform. It's called Nykaa Health. So this is one of the topmost healthcare product. And we all know about MediBuddy. Okay. It's in corporate health management. Okay. MediBuddy. I think B2B is their option and B2C also there an option. So they can connect business to business or business to consumer. They can do multiple set of activities with the support of a wellness program, health insurance, telemedicine access. MediBuddy. It's one of the topmost startup company in healthcare. Okay. So around 500 plus corporates, 50 million employees accessing this product. MediBuddy. Okay. And Innovaser. It's an healthcare data cloud. We all know about the AI works only based upon this cloud. So it may be an internal server. There is no point of doubt in that. But cloud-based access is much more scaling more business model in India as well as globe. Okay, so it started in the year of 2014. So it's in a 200 plus health system using platforms. 200 million patient records are there in this innovation. Okay, it's a healthcare data cloud. They're going to accessing the cloud data with the secure and safe about the patient to the particular B2B or B2C customers. And or a ring, it's a wearable healthcare technology. Okay, so health monitoring device. I think most people are using this device, the ring based device. So it's completely monitoring your health, heartbeat, sleeping activities, or any other activities, walking, anything else. With the support of single ring, we can predict our health systems. It's an valuation is 2.5 billion. It's based on both hardware and software integrations. Okay, it's not only from the software, it's an IoT based hardware and software integration. Okay, so these are the few companies, they are in a success in a market based on the medical, either from healthcare or a device or solution provider or any service providers. Okay, so these are the startup companies are there in industries. And last one is industry trends and real-time examples. Okay, so I'll give you some real-time example. Is called Google DeepMind, IBM Watson, Path AI, Zebra Medical Visions. These are the AI and machine learning medical diagnosis platforms. Okay, so the real example giving information, suggesting information about the health. Google DeepMind, IBM Watson, Path AI, Zebra Medical Visions. And blockchain based healthcare. So data security and transportations. This has all been a real-time example for especially in healthcare. Okay, patient lifelong health records, paramedical supplies and distributions, insurance claims, and they can give a much more technology support for an individuals. Okay, so these are the basic things they are giving services. And personalized medicine genomics. It's very much important for nowadays. So recently we done one event in Chennai. It's called AWO Influencer Meet. It's a healthcare product, global level product. So in this product, they have some specified medicines, proteins and medicines for specialized problem which occurred by the people. So they're giving a continuous monitoring assessment, medicines and food diet consultants for specified problems. This is one of the best example especially from Chennai-based company, AWO, IO. I think the mentor will be Sivashankaran sir. I think we have past 15 days, we work with the particular legendary people. We learned a lot of information, knowledge about, especially from the healthcare products. And we learn a lot of things about how to be in a product market, create a product and I believe the commercial aspects in the market. So that will be done by real-time medicine genomics and mental health tech and digital mental health platform. Few of the examples called Visa, BetterHelp, Headspace, Unity. These are the basic companies which accessing digital mental health platforms. And then real-time industries. I think pre-COVID and post-COVID is a much more transformation in health industry. I think you may agree this point. I think before COVID and after post-COVID, 30 to 30% of telemedicines and digital platforms are created for this healthcare related issues. Okay. So the real-time example is called the COVID impact has taken a major role in digital transformation, especially from healthcare. So it will be a minimum 20 to 30% of realities in there in digital transformation. Okay. And few of wearable continuous health monitoring, Apple Watch, Whoop Band, and Oura Ring. These are the IoT-based health monitoring device for detecting our track of heartbeats or any other things or any other health-related activities. It will be now monitored by this wearable and continuous health monitoring. Okay. And last one is drug discovery acceleration. I think you may note on this. Drug discovery is in a much more high impact creation opportunities and trends, especially in healthcare. We have a lot of research laboratories and we have a lot of medicines in from natural and organics based and then commercial aspects of paramedical with the mixed of some drugs. These opportunities create much more opportunity in healthcare. So this is a dependency for curing these diseases, either from existing diseases or from upcoming new diseases. So immediate creation of a product with the support of pharmaceutical. It's only based on the drug discovery. Okay, especially from research scholars. We work with the research people from especially from biomedical and medical professors. They do a lot of activities, especially from drug discovery. So it's easily get accessed and recognized by the international publisher. It easily get accessed and get an IP protection for the particular device, particular methods, particular parameters, particular product. So that will be in a drug discovery is in a role, given a major role. Okay. So I'm going to be in end in a session. I think 740 is there. We'll have an interjection. So last, I'll give some information about what we do with the institution and universities. Then we'll move on to the Q&A session. Okay. So TrueLine Research Private Limited is an AI-driven research service support for an institution, higher education from the universities, startups and corporates. We do a lot of AI consulting advisory service models for especially for an ideations, especially for an idea to product building, especially for an incubation supports with the support of faculty mentoring. Okay. And then we do a lot of AI platforms and product. So like software or applications or chatbots or LLM model or anything else with the digital transformation, we do a lot of activities, a lot of product development in especially from AI platforms and product. I think from 2 months before we got an opportunity from government of Tamil Nadu, especially from Salem Government Hospital. We done on a technology platform development for clinical management software. It's recognized and approved and got fund from the government of Tamil Nadu. So we do a lot of activities related to healthcare, biotech led and food tech health, and then industry based problem solved, solution provided to create a product. And industry academia partnership, global education partnership, global capability centers, and AI research lab and innovation lab, NAC NBA accreditation, data analytics, research insights, and rankings, NRF, ARA ranking and QS ranking, and AI related education trainings and workshops, and some effective programs for students and faculty in a hands-on plan. So these are the categories that we do, especially from TrueLine Research Private Limited. So we do have one office from Salem and one office from Kerala, Ernakulam. So we are planning to establish one more office in Andhra and Telangana in middle of this position. So we are planning to establish one more branch office. So you need any idea, have an idea, you need to build a product. Sure, I can support for this development. And last, TrueLine Publisher, it's a publishing agency. Past 6 years, we do a lot of research-oriented activities, especially from the professors, research scholars from various universities. I think we currently working with 20 plus universities in 6 states and 3 countries. So we do a lot of research publications, write-up preparation publications, book publication with the ISBN number, organizing international conference, journal publication, especially from Scopus and Web of Science, indexed quality journals. We focus only on Q1, Q2, Q3 journals. That impact factor will be more than 2 to 3, and site score will be in a minimum 0.5 in Scopus. So we have a expertise team to identify the journal. You have an idea, you have a research article with you, we will do support for you to publish this in a global index. So these are the activities that we do in a TrueLine Publisher, and this is my contact details. So you need any support or guidance or anything else, sure, I can help you through this mobile numbers and through this website. So we are now, I think previously we have our websites, but we are incorporating some new things in our website. It's clearly going to be launched, and websites, phone numbers, and I'm being an active member in LinkedIn. So I have 30 plus connections in LinkedIn. More than 17,000 followers are there in my LinkedIn profile. It's Nagaraj space Varadaraj. So you can get an ideas about this information through LinkedIn. So I'll share one more thing. This is my profiles in LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram. So you can get an enormous informations about research funding. And I have one other WhatsApp group. So we given a value added about how to be and get a fund from research funding agencies. Like 70 plus sectors are there. We are keep on posting in the information in this group, like research funding opportunities, hackathons, any project contest from a reputed government agencies. I'm not promoting private agencies. I'm promoting only the government agencies. What are the opportunities, funds, grants, and opportunities to do and research work in PhD or PDF or research fellow, anything else? We do a lot of information posting in this group. So you need any support for this information, you can ping my WhatsApp number, first number 9578873584. We'll get an information about this. I'll add you in a WhatsApp group. You get a valuable information in the particular group. I'm not posting out of the requirement. I'm posting only towards publications, startups, fundings, AI research lab, AI technologies that we can adapt in our academic as well as industry, and technology development insights, global level impact insights, data on text, that are a lot of information I'm sharing through the website. So anyone have an answer questions, you can answer. You can ask, I'll answer the question. I think 186 participants are there. You have any questions, you can directly unmute yourself, you can ask. From my knowledge, I explain the particular questions. So you can have an unmute option. Dear organizing team, you can give an unmute option. We'll have a discussion for 10 minutes. I think the time is 7:50. So within 10 minutes, we'll wind up the session. Yes, you have any questions, you can ask. Dear participants. Yes, participants.
Participants can unmute and ask your questions. What do you
Nice.
think about AI ethics?
What do you think about ethics? Sir, I think that the AI governance regulation is ongoing from the government. So the ethics, some restrictions, some parameters are there. So that we need to follow. I think that is mandatory. I think sure the IPR section is going to release some government policies specialized on AI ethics. So we need to follow the ethics. I think we can take it a simple way, sir. If any resource is available, we can take it as a good thing, we'll get a good result. We can take it as a bad thing, we'll get a result. So I think the ethics and governance and policies and accessing the product, particular device or particular tools, it depends upon the user. It's available in a good and bad things, but we need to pick out the any one things. So I think ethics, it's under a governance policy. I will not say about much more about that. The regulation is given, sure, the government will regulatory violate the regulations and parameters, especially using in AI products. And do you provide assistance in pharmacy domain? Sure, we can give an assistance for that pharmacy domain. And Sendil Kumar sir, sir, assist publication. Sure, we'll do it, sir. We'll do. We have a team of peoples. We'll already work with 400 plus clients in 6 states and 3 countries. We work with 420 plus universities and affiliated institutions under the universities. So I can provide and I can support. Is any other questions you can ask?
Participants, if you have any questions, please unmute and you can ask.
So any other feedbacks, either in a positive or negative?
Asked about can you provide any assistance on pharmacy related?
Yes, ma'am. We'll provide. Yes. Any other? Can you tell me any other feedbacks about our session? Hello.
Deepak Kumar, Dr. Deepak Kumar, sir, do you have any question? Arun Prasad, sir.
Yes, Divya ma'am asked one question. Flame is a framework. So Flame is a framework, decision thinking framework. So it's a framework model. So we are in the process of IPR for the production of the Flame concept. So Flame is a concept which is derived by our team for the purpose of design thinking. It's a framework. Okay. Design thinking framework is called Flame. So can you unmute and you can tell me about your feedback? It's more be valued for me, spending your valuable your time and as well as my time. So you have any feedbacks and testimonials, you can unmute yourself. You can share me your thoughts. Either it is in a good or bad, or a positive or a negative or a boring, whatever things you have an idea, dear professors, I think I may be in a junior compared with your experience. You can maybe share your positive insights through unmuting yourself and you can talk. I think it's much more effective for me.
Sir, it is very informative section
Thank you.
about design thinking and yeah.
Yes. What
Hearing
about
for the first time about time and all.
Oh, good. What about the healthcare market? Do you have any learn any knowledge about healthcare market?
Yeah, got more knowledge in healthcare market.
Thank you, Divya ma'am. Yes, any other feedbacks? So can you unmute yourself and you can give me information?
Sir,
It's
good
very
evening,
good.
sir. Sir, good evening,
Yes.
sir.
Hello.
Yes. Anyone. Yes, we can one by one. You can give an information. Yes.
Sir, is it audible?
Yes, sir. Audible, sir.
Thank you, sir. Actually, why I asked the question AI ethics is now we are doing two work, sir, with the help of our students.
Okay.
One team is preparing a software
Okay.
for providing actually prescription, something like that. Actually, we cannot say it is a prescription. Because
Okay.
the aspect has to say it's a prescription.
Okay.
So that's why I asked, suppose I am developing an AI related work, whether we have to give it as a suggestion or a prescription. Because sometimes AI will give wrong information. We are all know that.
Sir, I think maybe sometimes it will give a wrong prediction, but consultation is major part in AI. First, it's in a developing stage. Few things will get a good results in AI. Few things will get a bad remarks in the particular platform. But better we can consult or mentor with the particular officials from doctors or professors from the team. So we need to cross check with that particular expertise person. So I think it's going to develop in upcoming way. Future may be in a good and a good, will get a 100% exact result. I think maybe 0.1 or 2% maybe differentiate, deviate from the exact execute results. It may be happen, sir. Sure, it may be happen. I'm not going to say 100%
LLM, sir? Is there any LLM, medical LLM?
A lot of medical LLMs are there, sir, in open source.
Open source.
So I think if you have an idea, immediately within a 1 day, 2 day, with the support of agentic AI, we can build a product. I think I don't have much more time. So we can, I think agentic AI, we do a lot of activities in agentic AI.
Okay, sir.
So I think the time consumption, I'll skip the agentic AI.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Sir, I'm Chandru Kumar, sir. A very good session, sir.
Thank you. Thank you,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Very helpful. It's an eye-opening session, sir, for us.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Any other feedbacks from the head of the department, from the organizing committee, conveners, coordinators?
Thank
Any
you,
other
sir.
feedbacks?
Thank you for spending your valuable time, and it was a wonderful session. Hope everyone has enjoyed and it was informative. Thank you for taking your time. And
yes.
Shall we? Any other questions, participants, or shall we conclude? We'll go to the next session, session 2.
Yes. Last I'll conclude one information.
Yes.
Yeah, if you need any sort of programs in your institution or university, either from offline or online, for our faculty members, for our students, for an IQAC director, deans, towards ranking and accreditation, towards research and innovation, you can contact me through this number. Myself, Dr. Nagaraj. You can contact this mail ID and phone number, and you do follow from LinkedIn profile. You can get a more knowledge. If you're going to search with my profile, you can get a lot of information about research, innovation, startups and all. I keep on posting valuable information, insights as a free to the people, that valuable insights. So you can follow now my LinkedIn page. I think more than 17,000 followers are there, professors and students from global level. So you may get much more knowledge. You need any programs or workshop like this now, you can directly contact me. Thank you for giving this opportunity from VMR of Chennai campus. Thank you so much. I'm being proud of from a Salem district, because Vinaya Mission Research Foundation is founded in Salem region. I'm proud to be a part of this program, especially from Chennai campus. Thank you so much for giving this opportunity, Dr. Monica ma'am, Shishida ma'am, and then organizing team. Thank you for giving this opportunity. Thank you all. All the best for your futures, professors. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Shall I close? Shall I
Ah,
wrap,
yes,
ma'am?
sir.
Yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Your distinguished expertise in AI and healthcare has provided us with valuable knowledge that bridges technology and medical sciences. Also, it enhanced our understanding of how artificial intelligence is reshaping the healthcare delivery. And also, we understand how to transform the technology, AI technology, to innovative ideas to meet the requirements of the society. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
So the next session is based on AI in medical imaging and diagnostics by Dr. Ramya K, specialist radiologist, Canadian Specialist Hospital, Dubai. I request Dr. Susita N, Associate Professor, Department of Computer Science, to introduce the speaker of this session.
Good evening, all. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, you're audible.
For the next session, it is my honor to introduce today's distinguished speaker for the Atal Faculty Development Program, Dr. Ramya Kamaraj, an accomplished radiologist whose clinical expertise, academic excellence, and global certifications make her a leading specialist in the field of diagnostic imaging. Dr. Ramya Kamaraj is a highly qualified radiology professional with over 8 years of comprehensive experience, including more than 5 years of post-MD specialization. Her training spans premier medical institutions in India, along with prestigious international credentials, reflecting her dedication to precision, continuous learning, and patient-centered care. She completed her MBBS from Kilpack Medical College, Chennai, followed by an MD in radiology from Maulana Azad Medical College, New Delhi, one of India's most esteemed medical institutions. She further strengthened her expertise with the DNB in radiology from the National Board of Examinations. In pursuit of global excellence, she obtained the European Diploma in Radiology from the European Society of Radiology, a highly respected international certification. Her professional experience covers all major diagnostic imaging modalities, including CT, MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, and fluoroscopy. She specializes in cross-sectional imaging, particularly CT and MRI, and has significant expertise in abdominal and pelvic imaging, adrenal imaging, neuroimaging, emergency radiology, and musculoskeletal imaging. Beyond her clinical role, Dr. Ramya has contributed to research in advanced MRI techniques, particularly in adrenal pathology, helping refine and strengthen evidence-based diagnostic protocols. She is an active member of renowned professional bodies such as the Indian Radiological and Imaging Association, IRIA, the European Society of Radiology, and the Delhi Radiological Society, reflecting her commitment to collaboration and continuous professional development. With her rich blend of clinical proficiency, academic insight, and global exposure, Dr. Ramya Kamaraj stands as a role model for young medical professionals and an inspiration for interdisciplinary learning. I extend a warm welcome to our speaker, Dr. Ramya Kamaraj, a proud representation of medical excellence. Madam, we eagerly anticipate your insightful session.
Thank you, Dr. Shushita, for giving me such a wonderful introduction. Hope there is no need for me to do it again. Can I share my screen now?
Yes, ma'am. Sure, ma'am. Go ahead. As Madam is presenting from Dubai, kindly be patient. She will share soon.
You're daddy, yeah? I'm guy in the golden land. Story book,
Subiksha, ma'am, can you please mute?
Ma'am, shall we share the screen, ma'am? That is, share the presentation. Monica, ma'am.
Shall I? Actually, she'll be able to share her screen only. I don't know what is it. Yes, I have made you as a host, ma'am. Now you can share. Dr. Ramya, you can share your screen now. Oh. Dr. Ramya, now you're host, you can share your screen.
Hi, sorry, can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
So now I'll share. There was some technical issue, I
Yes.
think. So are you people able to see my screen now?
Yes, we are able to see your screen.
Thank you so much. So good evening all. Today I'll be talking about artificial intelligence in medical imaging and diagnostics. My talk will be mainly focused on from the radiologist point of view, because if you ask me what is artificial intelligence, I know something basic about artificial intelligence, what is artificial intelligence or CNN or deep learning or machine learning, but I think you people will know more about it. So I want to focus on my talk mainly on from the radiologist point of view, what is artificial intelligence and what it means to me, and how in my day-to-day practice it helps me to practice, and how it helps in the better outcome of my patients. So the main agenda of my talk include what are the modalities of diagnostic imaging, some introduction to artificial intelligence in healthcare, application of AI in diagnostic imaging, clinical benefits of AI integration into the radiology, challenges of AI integration, and some future directions and innovations. So coming to radiology, what is radiology? Radiology is a branch of medicine that usually deals with various imaging modalities and enables early detection of diseases and assists the clinicians and physicians in creating an effective treatment plan for the patients. And we as a radiologist collaborate with clinicians by interpreting the imaging results, guiding the patient management to improve the healthcare outcomes. So what are the imaging modalities with which I usually work? These include the X-ray imaging, which we most commonly take whenever we have a fall. We go to an hospital, and the first thing a doctor says is to do an X-ray to rule out a fracture. And if you have a cough, cold, and fever, the first thing your doctor tells is to go and take a chest X-ray. These are the most important things in X-ray imaging. The next one is a computer CT scans, which is also, the full form is computer tomography, which offers detailed cross-sectional views of internal organs for precise diagnosis. The next one is MR imaging, which uses magnetic field and radio waves to get a detailed images of the soft tissues. Usually, if you see an X-ray, X-ray is a two-dimensional imaging modality, whereas the CT and MRI are usually three-dimensional imaging modalities. Next is ultrasound. Ultrasound uses sound waves for real-time imaging. Ultrasound can give us 4D images. And the next important one is mammogram, which is usually done for the screening of breast cancer. So coming to the workflow of radiology department, first I want to let you people know that how I work in a radiology department and how AI can transform the work. Every hospitals will have a system called HIS, which is the hospital information system, with which the radiology information system is integrated within. So hospital information system usually has all the patient's data in the form of electronic health records. See, if a patient is having a headache and he is going to a doctor, the first thing the doctor will do is, maybe he wants to rule out something in the brain. So he will suggest either a CT head or an MRI brain. So the doctor will enter in the patient's registration, he will make an entry for either CT or MRI. This order will come into the radiology system as an order. Once the radiology front desk officers or the radiology technicians, they will see this and they will schedule the appointment for this patient. Once this patient comes to the department, either for CT or MRI, it will be done by our technologist. After the scan is being done, there is something called post-processing. Post-processing is, the scan will be taken as a source image, and after that this will be post-processed into various, like we call them as axial, coronal, or sagittal images. And we have in CT, we have several windows called bone window or a cerebral window. All these things will be manually done by a technologist. And after this, all the images will be sent to the so-called storage archiving, which is the PACS system. And from the PACS system, these images will be viewed by a reporting radiologist from the workstation as a DICOM images. So when I view these images, then I have to see the patient's history separately, and I have to identify for what reason this is done from the patient EHR, and then I have to interpretate the images and I have to put my report by typing. So every day, this is how we work in a radiology department. So this is called the traditional workflow of radiology department. So there are n number of problems that are associated with this traditional workflow. First one is the manual image acquisition, the one which I told you, that a technician has to do everything manually. At least for a CT brain plane, they will do only reformations into multiplanar reconstruction. In case if they are doing an angiogram, they will have to give contrast to the patient and we will get the images. Once the images are there, they will do something called post-processing, which is usually done manually. See, for example, if a patient has come with a history of inability to use any upper or lower limb, which is a classical symptom of stroke. Any stroke patient, the treatment should be within a period of 1 hour, which is the golden period. So a lot of time is spent in this post-processing and image transferring. All those things will directly affect the patient management. Second one is the interpretation challenges. When we work in country like India, if you see, if I am a radiologist who is working in India, the first moment I come and sit in my workstation, I will have around hundreds of cases. So I don't know which case I have to do it first, which one, but still we have a protocol in our department. We usually give more importance to the ER patients or inpatients, but still when we have this many cases, we don't know for which case we have to give more importance. And again, at the end of the day, your battery will be so down, and there is so many chances of manual interpretation will result in this human errors affecting the diagnostic accuracy. Whenever there is a problem or misdiagnosis, it will directly affect the patient treatment. And again, sitting and writing or typing a report, it is a very time consuming process. In India, in most of the private colleges, if we see, we at least have some PACS system and we can type reports, but there are still so many government medical colleges in India who don't have a proper PACS system and who still give manually handwritten reports. So coming to the next topic, introduction to artificial intelligence in healthcare. The basic concepts of artificial intelligence and machine learning, as I said already, I think you people will have a better understanding of that. I'm just touching some glance of it. AI enables computers to perform tasks that normally requires human intelligence, such as reasoning and problem solving. Machine learning fundamentals allow system to learn from data patterns and improve their performance autonomously over a period of time. The types of AI technologies used in medicine are deep learning. Deep learning algorithms analyze the complex medical data to improve the patient diagnosis and treatment accuracies. Natural learning processing technology processes and understands clinical notes and medical literature for a better patient care. Computer vision applications enables automated analysis of medical images like X-rays and MRI for early disease detection. Now, coming to the integration of AI in diagnostic imaging, whatever I have spoken till now, or the routine and whatever the traditional workflow which we are following nowadays. So now, after integration of AI, what all can happen? That is radiology 2.0. So AI, with this multifaceted potential, is now the epicenter of the ongoing healthcare revolution. AI has instigated a profound metamorphosis in the field of radiology, redefining the traditional workflows and elevating the radiologist's role in the realm of image acquisition. AI can augment the scanning procedure, it can optimize the image quality and foster sophisticated image reconstruction across the CT and MR modalities. Deep learning accelerates MR scanning, harmonizing the efficiency and quality with commensurate progress witnessed in CT and PET imaging reconstructions. It actually reduces the turnaround time by reinforcing the potency of automated triaging system in streamlining healthcare workflow and amplifying patient care standard. For example, if I have around 50 x-rays to be reported on a same day, what AI can do is it will do an automated triaging. That is, it can identify the normal and abnormal patterns. So if out of the 50 x-rays, if 30 x-rays are normal, it will segregate them and it will segregate the abnormal ones, and it will show me that these abnormal ones are the prioritized ones for which I have to go for reporting early. So the normal ones can wait. The integration of AI into radiology reporting has structured and annotated data to bolster report uniformity and streamlining the patient history tracking. These cutting-edge tools generate comprehensive task lists incorporating pertinent information from the patient's history into the EHR, with the prime objective of enhancing the report accessibility and integrating into the care pathway. What AI can do is, whenever I am generating a report, it will give me a structured format so that I'm not missing out anything. See, if there is any CT chest, so I have to identify if there is any abnormality in the lungs. If I have to look for any abnormality in the mediastinum, is there any vascular calcification, coronary calcification, is there anything abnormal in the bones, if there is anything below the diaphragm which I have to look, all these things will be structured. And again, what it can do is it can identify the electronic health record from a doctor's desk, and it can put the patient history in the reporting format. Usually what we do manually, it can do it on its own. And coming to AI assisted image acquisition and enhancement, AI can adjust the image setting dynamically to optimize acquisition parameters for a better image capture. So while performing a CT or MRI scan, there are so many parameters which has to be changed by a technician in case if he is performing a CT scan. This all mainly depends upon the age of the patient, whether the patient is obese. For a pediatric patient, we need a separate protocol. For a adult patient, we need a separate protocol. Again, if the patient is obese, he needs a separate protocol. So all these things can be done by the AI itself dynamically, and which will automatically enhance the image quality. Ultimately, when there is a good dynamically optimizing acquisition parameters are done, there will be a better image quality. Once there is a better image quality, the accuracy of the diagnosis also will improve, which in turn will help in the better patient outcome. Automated image, once the scan is run, we are going to have an automated image interpretation and pattern recognition. As I said earlier, machine learning algorithms process medical images to detect the abnormalities efficiently and accurately. Automated system identifies patterns in the images to assist in early diagnosis and treatment planning. They actually support the radiologist by providing precise image interpretation to improve the diagnostic accuracy. AI in workflow optimization and reporting. AI tool streamlines the radiology workflow by automating the repeated and routine task, reducing the manual workload. AI again prioritize the urgent radiology cases, enabling a faster diagnosis and treatment planning. They again facilitate creation of structured and accurate radiology report, improving the clarity and communications. And enhanced patient diagnostic precision. AI technologies improve the accuracy in diagnosing various diseases through advanced data analysis. It also enables earlier identification of diseases, improving the patient prognosis and treatment outcomes. So, in a nutshell, in a routine radiology information system, what all AI can do is it usually analyzes the previous data of the patient and it optimizes the staff and scanner roster, reducing the patient's waiting time. At the time of scanning, again, AI ensures the right imaging protocol is selected for the right patient, reducing the radiation exposure by picking the optimum scan setting. Coming to radiation, actually X-ray and CT are the both modalities which are involved with radiation. MRI scan is mainly based upon the magnetic field, so it does not involve any ionizing radiation. And ultrasound is also based on sound waves. So this one is mainly for the CT scan. At the time of acquisition of images, real-time scanner adjustment by AI improves the image quality and it also cut down the scan time. At the time of interpretation, radiologist receives help from AI in interpreting images and spotting the urgent cases. At the time of reporting, again it helps in standardization of reports. Then during follow-up and monitoring of the patient. So any patient who had a diagnosis will have a treatment. After a treatment, the patient will come back again for a follow-up and monitoring. So at that time, it always looks for the follow-up scans and tracks the disease progress by comparing the current and previous images. For example, in case if a patient has had a breast cancer, so that patient had a CT scan which was done some 2-3 months back, and the patient had a surgery. After the surgery, the patient is cancer free for now, but later the patient should always come for the follow-up. So what the AI does is it will compare the pre-operative and the post-operative scan, and it will even tell us how is there any possibility that the disease can recur. That is, it can even compare other patients' imaging data as well as, and it can tell this patient can develop this complication because a patient with a similar history developed another complication. So it can also help us to assess the treatment response, and it will even give us recommendation for future diagnostics also. Next, application of AI in radiology practice. So as I already said, it helps in image segmentation and classification. See, for example, if a patient is having an MRI scan, he had a tumor in the brain. So it will exactly locate in which part of the brain this tumor was and exactly which lobe. There are 4 lobes in the liver. In the brain, we have frontal lobes, parietal lobe, temporal and occipital lobe, and each lobe has specific function. So this AI will definitely identify at which part of the brain it is involved and what kind of area of the brain it is going to affect. And it can even tell a surgeon after the surgery what kind of complication we can expect from the surgery. Again, in the lungs, it can detect the lung nodules. In the following slides, I have examples for this. It can identify exactly in which part of the lung this nodule is, and it is very superior in the detection of early detection and treatment of lung cancer. Again, for screening of diabetic retinopathy, it can analyze the retinal images and find out the early changes. AI models has been engineered to distinguish between benign and malignant tumors in mammography, and they achieve performance metrics comparable to that of a human radiologist, thus facilitating an early detection of breast cancer. AI is used in breast cancer since and it has a very good comparable results as compared with the human radiologist. And coming to the next topic, advancing diagnostic with AI and CAD. Actually, CAD is nothing but computer aided diagnosis. This has been because radiology services are all or digitalized. This CAD has been used with the radiology since around 2 decades. So most of the time it is done with mammogram. What happens is while interpreting a mammogram, we had a problem with this computer aided diagnosis. It will identify very small and subtle abnormalities, and the problem with this is it will have more of false positives. So for example, usually the month of October is called as Pink October. It is because it is to spread awareness about the breast cancer. So what most of the private hospitals as well as the marketing team of those hospitals will arrange some camps or some vans to do screening mammogram for free. This is a marketing strategy. So these all mammograms will come back to the hospital to the reporting radiologist for checking. When we do it along with computer aided detection, it will always have a false positive. More amount of suspicious areas it will pick up. So what we have to do is we have to call back the patients again. So once we call back the patient, just imagine a patient who's in a remote village in India who underwent a mammogram, and the patient is receiving a call from the district hospital telling that, madam, you have to come back again, there is some abnormality in the mammogram. The moment you tell this, the patient will panic. So these, again, if she has to come from that area to the hospital, there will be a lot of emotional stress and financial burden. So this was a main problem of computer aided diagnosis. Now with the integration of AI with that, it can there is considerable reduction in the false positive cases. As one of the pioneering medical healthcare facilities to adopt digital technology, AI has capitalized on machine learning in CAD tool over the past 2 decades, demonstrating robust performance in sensitivity and specificity. AI, when combined with CAD, enhances the CAD performance. It streamlines the radiology services and fostering the development of integrated diagnostic services. Now coming to if it is radiology has multiple subspecialties. The first one we'll be going into is neuroradiology. Coming to neuroradiology, the first and foremost diagnosis where AI is blooming is stroke. So what is stroke? Stroke occurs when blood flow to any part of the brain is either reduced or stopped. It can be either because of two reasons. One is the major blood vessel which is supplying blood to your brain parenchyma is blocked by any clot, or there is another reason where there is rupture of the blood vessel, which in turn leads to a bleeding within your brain parenchyma. So in medical terms, we call them two types: either it's an ischemic stroke or a hemorrhagic stroke. With hemorrhagic stroke, we don't have much treatment options unless if the bleed is very big and the brain is swelling. We have to do a craniotomy to relieve the compression of the brain. Whereas in the ischemic stroke, we have very good treatment options. When timely intervention has been done to these patients, a patient who is not able to, who came to the hospital with inability to use either the hand or leg, will go back walking from your hospital. So AI is doing a great job in stroke. So as I already said, ischemic stroke, it is very important to have timelines for that. Once a patient is suspected to have an ischemic stroke, that patient should be seen by a doctor in the ER immediately within a period of 10 minutes. And the stroke team should be notified within a period of 15 minutes. And the CT scan should be initiated in less than 25 minutes. And the results of the CT scan and lab should be interpreted in less than 45 minutes. And the treatment is thrombolytic therapy. It should be given within a period of 60 minutes. This is an ideal case scenario. What we call it as a door to needle time of less than 60 minutes. It can actually save the brain parenchyma. Stroke is nothing but, if you see the schematic image, this is a central area where here the brain neurons are already dead. But surrounding this area, we can see some area which have very reduced blood supply. When you do a thrombolytic therapy on time, there is high chance that this area can regain perfusion and can even take the action of the this ischemic or the infarcted areas action also it can take, so that the patient can go out of your hospital without much neurological deficit. So where AI and the AI based algorithm works is mainly here. This CT scan initiation, as I already said, when we do a plain CT, first we rule out whether it's an hemorrhage or a ischemic stroke, and then we have to identify if there are any other early signs of stroke, and then we will proceed to a CT angiogram. But in a traditional workflow, what I told you is we have to do post processing. The technologist has to sit in the system for 15-20 minutes, then the technologist will send the images to the workstation. But with this AI algorithms, they are even so efficient even to identify blocked large vessel in a plain CT itself. Immediately once they identify it, they send message. They even have a mobile app. They send message to the stroke team, and everything is done, like the minutes has been changed to seconds. So the key imaging model, this is what I told. The moment you see this, this is a hemorrhagic stroke. And again, this is a well developed infarct in a patient's brain. So this well developed infarct patients, even they will not benefit much from a thrombolytic therapy. That's why timing is very important. This is more than 6 hours, so timing is very, very important in stroke, and AI is just hitting it. And as I said, AI can also do so many other things, like from the starting from the initial assessment, it can even identify people who have high risk for stroke based upon their health history, lifestyle, and genetic factors. And again, in the diagnosis and decision making, it will even identify whether it's an ischemic stroke or a hemorrhagic stroke, and it can even identify which vascular territory is involved, and it will help us in the treatment planning and execution. It will tell us whether this patient needs a thrombolysis or this patient is a candidate for a mechanical thrombectomy. So after the procedure, after the treatment, it will help us to identify if the is there any chance of the recurrence of stroke to that patient, and it will even follow it will also help in scheduling of follow-up scans or any specific risk factors for the patient. This is a AI-based algorithm called Brainomics. This is a CT angiogram of the patient. See how well it is highlighting the area of ischemia. And this is the brain's anterior circulation of the brain. And this is the very nicely opacified middle cerebral artery on the left side. If you see on the right side, there is complete blockage here. So mostly there is a clot which is obstructing the, sorry. There is definitely a clot which is obstructing the M1 segment of middle cerebral artery, and this patient is a candidate for mechanical thrombectomy. So it will identify that in minutes, which drastically reduces the timings in stroke. This is another AI example, which is called as Analyze Enterprise Clinical Decision Support. This mainly done for the CT head. This is a old patient's CT head. It actually identified where exactly the abnormality is. If you see here, there is some small hypodense area, and it even gives a diagnosis telling that this is a old lacunar infarct or a small vessel ischemic disease. So it helps localizes the area where we have to concentrate. Other areas of AI use in neuroimaging is it plays a critical role in early detection of some neurodegenerative disorders like Alzheimer's disease, Parkinson's disease, and it can even tell us the post-operative outcome for brain and spine surgeries. They actually examine the pre-operative imaging data, and these AI models can generate prognostication. Prognostication is nothing but whether the patient will improve well after the surgery or not. So it helps the surgeons in treatment planning and managing the patient's expectations. Next is oncoimaging. In oncoimaging, the synergy between AI and oncoimaging is actually cancer imaging. The synergy between AI AI, superior computing, and deep learning strategies, coupled with the integration of multi-omic data, has streamlined cancer diagnosis, prognosis, and treatment. Here, the imaging pipeline from acquisition to interpretation, reporting, and communication thrives within the digital space, enabling the efficient data capture from AI and MI analysis. As a result, these technologies are being actively explored and adopted in cancer imaging, which constitutes a significant proportion of the workload in numerous healthcare facilities. So, AI is being increasingly used to discern between a benign or a malignant tumor, and it has the major work is on breast, lung, and prostate cancers. So AI, what all AI algorithms can do in cancer imaging is it can identify, it can tell us about the tumor size or metabolic activity. So it can assess the changes. Say if a patient is having a breast cancer, stage 3 breast cancer, any stage 3 breast cancer patient usually have to undergo some cycles of chemotherapy before the patient goes for surgery to reduce the size of the tumor. So what this AI algorithms can do is every patient before undergoing a surgery will always have a baseline CT or a PET CT. So they will have a baseline CT, and after some cycles of chemotherapy, again the patient will have another CT. So this is a pre-treatment CT and another post-treatment CT, and this will analyze both, and it will give us a good information about the tumor size, whether there is it has shrunken in size or not, or if it is a PET CT, it will tell us about the metabolic activity. Ideally, after a treatment, there should not be any metabolic activity, which actually tells us that it's a good response. And again, it will also help us in doing automated measurements. So any cancer, anything, first thing is we will have to measure. If I see a kidney stone, I have to make a measurement for that. If I take a if I see a kidney stone,
Jayakumar sir, please mute yourself.
sorry.
It's okay, you can continue.
That way, traditionally, it will make an automated measurements. For example, if I see a kidney stone, I have to make a manual measurement on my own. But when AI is integrated, it will make a measurement. It will tell me that there is a stone in the kidney at this level, and this is the size of the stone, and it will even measure the HU value. HU value is something called Hounsfield unit, which is very important for the urologist. So AI plays a key role in monitoring treatment response by quantifying the tumor changes via granular analysis of medical imaging subunits. AI, particularly the CNN, provides an objective means of assessing treatment response, utilizing vast database of annotated imaging scans to accurately identify and delineate tumors. This automated streamlines the planning process. Potentially, it enhances the treatment outcomes via precise radiation dosing. Even in a patient who is undergoing radiotherapy, when it sees the size of the tumor which has shrunken, it will even give us output that what kind of radiotherapy dose we have to give to the patient. So as I said already, it helps in the detection of cancer. It will help us give a risk assessment. It will help in cancer screening, and it can even identify any indeterminate things, and it will minimize the overdiagnosis of cancers or overdiagnosis of any other, like in mammogram, as I said, it will reduce the false positives. Again, after detection of the cancer, it will help us in the diagnosis and the tumor classification. It will exactly tell in which part of the which anatomy, it will tell exactly in which part of the lung or breast the tumor is located. And it also does staging is for every cancer we have something called TNM staging. So the tumor size and the nodal extension and metastasis, so all these things will be given by that. And the future is it will even integrate imaging, molecular and genetics, and histopathology data for cancer stratification. After once the cancer is diagnosed, again when it comes to the treatment recommendation, it can give us what kind of treatment we can give to the patient, and it can even prognosticate us, and it can help in follow up of the patients. Coming to breast cancer screening, These are actually the mammogram images. These are not of a single patient. These are different patients. Usually when it comes to mammogram, the first thing, mammogram has a structured reporting as per the American College of Radiology. So these are the different mammogram images of different patients. So usually breast is composed of fat and fibroglandular parenchyma. If you see fat, these are the areas of fat. Then if you see this white areas, these are the areas of fibroglandular parenchyma. Every breast is a mixture of fat and fibroglandular parenchyma. When it comes to malignancy, to identify a malignancy in composition A and composition B breast are relatively easy for us. But when it comes to composition C and D, there is excess of fibroglandular parenchyma, which can obscure. Even if there is a mass, it will be hidden under it. This is where AI helps us a lot. See, this is a classical category A or B breast. There is something here which is not there. This is the right breast. This is the right breast and this is the left breast. Usually for breast, we take two views, which is called mediolateral views and craniocaudal views. And this is the right breast, this is the left breast. So both breasts should be always symmetrical. We should not identify something which is not there in the other breast. The well outlined yellow area, if we see, this is something abnormal. So this is definitely a mass and it will be given a BIRAT score of 4, which is called as like highly suspicious for a malignancy. So this is a category A or B breast and it's very easy to diagnose. But when it comes to category C or D breast, there lies the problem. So this is a mammogram image which was from Lunit Inside mammogram. If you see, this is a classical category D breast. This area, outlined in this area, was suspected to be something abnormal by a radiologist. So once we feel that something is abnormal, what we do is we call back the patient again to check either an ultrasound or do some additional images of mammogram. But when it was done with AI, actually AI confidently told that this is nothing, and when we followed up, it actually turned out to be nothing. And again, another mammograms. This was diagnosed by a radiologist without AI, and actually the lesion was missed. When it was done with Lunit AI, if you see, we can see something here, white in color, which is not there here, and it turned out to be actually malignancy. Next, another AI is a predictable lung IQ for pulmonary nodules. These are usually done for the screening of lung cancer. They can detect even a nodule of less than 3 millimeter in size. Not only detecting the nodules, they will always tell a nodule is there in which part of the lungs. Either in the right side or left side. In the right lung means in the which lobe, right upper lobe, middle lobe or lower lobe, and what is the size of the nodule, what is the characterization of the nodule, is there any calcification within the nodule, and it even gives us the so-called Fleischner's criteria recommendation. So for any solitary lung nodule which we identify in CT, we always give this recommendation for following up. Any low risk nodule we usually don't follow up, or any high risk nodule. So all these recommendation also it gives us. So it actually helps saving lot of time. And this is another interesting one. This I have personally used it. This is a predictable lung IQ for COVID-19 severity analysis. Actually, this one we had when I was working in Chennai, we had a trial version of it. Actually, during the second wave of COVID, our CT missions were continuously running because so many people were panicking and everybody wanted to get admitted in the hospitals. Whoever had RT-PCR positive wanted to get admitted in the hospital, but unfortunately, we never had that much beds for admission. So actually what will happen is, in a patient with COVID-19 RT-PCR positive, lung involvement of COVID will usually present like this. These are some ground glass opacities and consolidation, mostly involving the outer area of the lungs. So what this predictable AA does is it actually quantifies which part of the lung is involved. It takes it in percentage and gives us something called CT severity score. So out of 25, a patient is having 8, it is considered as mild chest involvement. Anything about 8 to 18 or something is moderate, and more than that is severe. So what we used to do is, since we don't have much hospital beds, any patient with mild chest involvement in COVID, we used to have them in isolation in any hotels or something on medical supervision. So if they get any difficulty in breathing, or if they have any problem in SpO2 is dropping, then we will shift them to the hospital. So it was very helpful in a patient who was diagnosed with COVID-19. The only problem we faced with this one was, actually there is another condition called congestive cardiac failure, where our heart is not able to pump out the blood. Because of that, we will get backflow into the lungs, which also presents with this kind of consolidation and ground glass opacities. Unfortunately, it was not able to differentiate whether it was any pulmonary edema or something else. But in patients with RT-PCR positive COVID, it gave an excellent diagnosis, and it was very helpful because our CT machines were continuously running, and even in night times we used to get some 20 to 30 CTs, and without that we couldn't have survived that period. Coming to the cardiovascular imaging, AA has considerably advanced cardiovascular imaging in recent years. It has enabled enhanced detection and quantification of the heart diseases, comprehensive analysis of vascular abnormalities, and the integration of multimodality imaging data. AA algorithms can efficiently interpret complex imaging data, recognizing initial stages of cardiac disease such as coronary artery disease or congestive cardiac failure through various imaging modalities. It has the ability to detect the coronary artery calcifications. When we want to, there is something called coronary artery calcium score. So when we want to do that, we just do a plain CT of the heart, which will this AA algorithms can give us something called Agatston score, based upon which we can even predict how much this patient is having risk for cardiovascular abnormalities. And it can even perform automatic segmentation of left ventricular myocardium. And other uses in cardiovascular imaging are, it can identify the aortic aneurysms and peripheral arterial disease, and it can give very objective size measurements of the aortic aneurysms. A major breakthrough in AI-based cardiovascular imaging is the integration of the multimodality imaging. That is, we have various imaging modalities. If we do an echo, we can identify how much is the function of the heart through ejection fraction. Again, when we do a CT, we can identify what is the anatomy of the coronary artery, if there is any blockage in the coronary artery. When we do an cardiac MRI, we can identify how the heart muscles are working, is there any area of ischemia, and again we can identify the ejection fraction and function. What AI can do is, it can integrate the data from all the images, and it can provide an holistic representation of the cardiac structure and function. This consolidated data is essential for complex assessments such as detecting ischemia or planning an intervention. For example, the machine learning algorithms can merge perfusion data from MRI with coronary anatomy from CT and generating sophisticated 3D models, by thus improving the detection of cardiac ischemia and facilitate precision procedure planning. As I already said, this is just a glance. It helps in identifying the cardiovascular risk estimation for patients. And again, in image acquisition and enhancement, it can even optimize the ECG waveform quality and enhance the echo and CT images, facilitating the superior visualization of cardiac and pulmonary structures. And it uses machine learning for ECG analysis and automated interpretation of imaging studies, aiding in detecting conditions like arrhythmias, ischemias, pulmonary edema, and coronary stenosis. And it can help in the diagnosis and prognostication, as well as in the long-term longitudinal care of the patient. This is a CT image of a CT pulmonary angio image of a patient. This is actually the main pulmonary artery, which is opacified well with contrast. If we see here, this is the descending right pulmonary artery, and this is the descending left pulmonary artery, and there are some thrombus within it. This AI-based software has easily highlighted it. Coming to the abdominal imaging, in abdominal imaging, it mainly helps in the gastrointestinal imaging, and it also has a pivotal role in detection, diagnosis, staging of liver and pancreatic diseases. AI's fusion with endoscopic ultrasound has a very important and improved both the accuracy and speeding of diagnostic pancreatic cancer. Even a small pancreatic cancer which is not visualized in CT scan or MRI scan can be diagnosed well with an endoscopic ultrasound technology. When AI is fused with that, the diagnostic accuracy actually increases. In nephrology, what happens is it can even anticipate an acute kidney injury before the biochemical changes occur. Usually, at present, how we identify that the patient is going for acute kidney injury is by identifying the creatinine levels. But AI can anticipate it even before checking the biochemical levels. And again, it can identify the modifiable risk factors for chronic kidney disease so that they help in preventive care. This is a very important device for me. Actually, this is called as a nuanced voice recognition software based on AI. Without this, my life will become a hell in radiology department. This is actually a voice recognition software. Whatever report I want to type, whatever I dictate, it will actually type. And if this is there, I can complete my CT MRI reports in 10 or 15 minutes, rather than generally for reporting an MRI lumbar spine, I usually take around 30 to 35 minutes. With this, I can complete my reporting in 10 to 15 minutes. So this Dragon speech recognition technology lets the radiologist dictate findings swiftly and accurately, improving the reporting speed and clarity. And automated report generation reduces the turnaround time, which is very important in terms of radiology, enabling faster delivery of patient result and improving department productivity. Coming to the challenges, the most important challenges of AI is the data privacy protection. As we all know about the DeepMind Google, who had an issue with the data privacy because of exploring the NHS patients' healthcare data. And again, the next will be algorithmic bias issues. Addressing and mitigating bias in AI algorithms is essential for the fair and ethical healthcare outcomes. And regulatory processes, approval process is also very important. Other than that, when in countries like India, integration into the workflow is something which is very important. As I already said, most of the government hospitals in the Indian setup does not have a proper PACS or a HIS system. Until we have a proper HIS, PACS and the RIS system, we cannot integrate AI into the radiology stream flow. Other problems include bias mitigation strategies are needed for diverse representative training data set. We need lot of training data set to train these AIs. And again, disease diversity is also very important. So AI algorithms should move from specific disease to more comprehensive solutions. Clinical utility, AI tool must add value in terms of speed, accuracy, and efficiency, and focus on the critical findings and precision and routine task. And as I already mentioned, ethical consideration and the black box problem, there should be more transparency. Bridging the gap, there should be good collaboration between the radiologist and AI developers. Radiologists actually have an in-depth understanding of clinical needs, the disease process, and image interpretation, while AI developers possess the technical acumen to design and implement optimized machine learning algorithms. So without the input from the radiologist, AI tools being there is a risk that they're being designed without any consideration for real world clinical workflow, limiting their utility or potential, compromising the patient's safety. Conversely, on the other side, without the technical skills of AI developers, radiologists would struggle to leverage the vast potential of AI in imaging analysis. So there should be a collaboration that can result in AI tools being more annotated with clinical needs, effectively bridging the gap between theory and practice. A common model for this is the academia industry collaboration plan, which outlines processes and methods for establishing partnership between the academia and industry. This is very crucial because the universities can supply the workforce and innovative ideas, whereas the industries can provide with the funding for research and innovations. And again, next is medical education. When AI is being incorporated into the radiology, we people should also be taught what it is and how it has to be used. In the face of this shift, the roles and responsibilities of the radiologist will extend beyond what we are doing now. So now the Royal Australian and New Zealand College of Radiologists has adopted a progressive approach to challenge to these challenges and opportunities. They, in their 2023 curriculum, they have AI related topics incorporated, reflecting the growing recognition of the importance of AI in radiology and the need for radiologists to acquire new competencies. Future directions and innovations. The future directions, AI have a very bright and better future in radiology, and we as a radiologist welcome it. And the future trends include the federated learning, which enables the AI model to train across a decentralized data sources without sharing sensitive patient information, which is very, very important. Then combining diverse medical data types improves diagnostic accuracy by providing a comprehensive patient view, and AI-assisted diagnostics provide instant analysis of patient data to support timely clinical decisions. Potential of AI in personalized medicine. So this is the future in healthcare. AI analyzes the individual patient's data to design a customized treatment plan for that particular patient for a better healthcare outcome. So personalized medical powered by AI enhances the treatment effectiveness and the patient recovery data. So again, the things that are to be addressed are the transparency in AI, the accountability measures, and we should ensure that there is a equitable access to AI technologies in order to avoid widening of the social inequalities. So this was a question which I asked the deep dive. Can AI replace radiologists? At present, the answer which I got was no, AI will not replace radiologists. Instead, it is expected to augment their role by handling repetitive tasks and increasing the efficiency, allowing us to focus on complex diagnosis and patient care. So this is the answer what I got. Maybe in future it may change. To conclude, with AI playing a pivotal role in modern radiology, it provides a plethora of advantages such as improved diagnostic accuracy, workflow efficiency, and personalized patient care. However, the challenges concerning the data privacy, security, and the transparency nature of AI models remains to be addressed. Despite all these hurdles, the future is promising, with new algorithms and architectures broadening the scope of medical image analysis. An essential synergy between the radiologist and AI developers is needed to foster an interdisciplinary research. Embracing AI potential is redefining radiology involves not only an unwavering dedication to innovation and development of advanced algorithms, but also nurturing collaboration among radiologists, AI developers, patients, and policymakers. These joint efforts should aim to meet the clinical needs, translate a research into practical application, and ensure ethical AI deployment, always prioritizing patient safety, privacy, and dignity. These are my references. And I would like to show special gratitude and thanks to Dr. Monica for giving me this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, madam. Really, it was a wonderful session.
No, I was wondering, because I am a radiologist, you people are research scholars. So you people will know more about radiology. So I was, even when Dr. Monica told me to give a presentation, I was wondering, like, whatever I say, will you people be able to understand or what I am telling? I was seriously worried.
But you explained in a nice manner that how AI tools are assisting you in your day-to-day tasks. That is very interesting from your part, ma'am. By leveraging a broad spectrum of categorical medical images, you have really touched upon all medical imaging categories, I think. Lung, breast, then pulmonary, what else? Heart.
Then during COVID time, we had a real tough time, and it was actually a lifesaver for us.
All medical imaging categories you have almost touched upon, and moreover, you shown how AI tools can efficiently assist you in your domain.
No, even so many people from my field are worried that in future maybe AA will replace us. But still, we strongly believe that whenever something bad happens in our hospitals, it's like that. Whenever everything goes well, the credit goes to the clinicians. Whenever something bad happens, then they will come and point at the radiologist, telling that the radiologist missed this, that's why it happened. So even if in future AA and radiology wants to blame us, so maybe we should be present for it.
Diagnosis is the preliminary cause for the correct treatment, right, ma'am?
Yeah.
Your part is appreciable. Ma'am, shall we get those images from where you get all the images? That is in real time. Can we get the
Oh, yeah, sure. This most of the images I took from the AI websites only, the software which are currently in use. And for radiology images, if you want, there is something called radiology assistant. 1 minute, if there any.
the data
I
set?
can- No. There are some. I will write. I don't know whether 1 minute. It is called as radiology assistant. No, it's not writing properly actually.
You can use whiteboard if you want, or else you can type in the chat also.
Chat, I will type it 1 minute. Whiteboard. This is no, I think it is in my reference. 1 minute. I'll just it's not going. Chat box is there. Radiology assistant. Somebody has asked a question about a device.
Yes.
That is called as Nuance Dragon speech recognition software. So with that, whatever I am dictating, it can type it. So it will reduce my reporting time to more than half. If you want, I can type it. Nuance Dragon speech software. Is there any other questions?
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, sir.
Can you hear? Okay. I am Professor Indulal from Government
Yes, sir.
Engineering College, Kerala. And I have a doubt. First of all, let me congratulate you for giving a wonderful presentation, and it was really informative for academicians like me. Thank you, ma'am, again. And what I want to say that, ma'am, you have concluded that the question that whether AI will be replacing the radiologist. So
Yes,
we
sir.
do
This is
believe
a
that.
very common talk in.
Yeah. So if you watch the YouTube channels, most of the technologists are telling like that.
Yes.
So my question is that as a medical doctor, how you would like to justify that thing? And I want to know.
I strongly believe that it cannot replace us because whatever it is, medicine always requires a human touch. AI software cannot give empathy to the patient.
Yeah, okay,
So
ma'am.
all
Yeah,
these
yeah.
things can be done by us. If I'm doing a scan, I will explain to my patient that this is this. So don't worry about this. So AI cannot do that. So I strongly believe that it cannot replace us, but still it can reduce the number of radiologists in future.
Okay. Okay, thank you, ma'am. Thank you for the wonderful
Care,
discussion.
the kindness, warmth, the empathetic nature that you provide, that means a lot for patient, ma'am.
Exactly.
It will be never replaced by any tools or technology.
Yes, for
And
sure.
moreover, human brains are much more superior than AI.
Yeah, human brains, I totally agree with you, but the problem is there is something called burnout in radiology. If you see in the entire world, half of the world will not have the number of radiologists who are required to interpret the scans for the patients, starting from the US. So there is something called radiology burnover there, but for that AI can definitely help us.
Any data sets are available as open source? So someone has asked this
Open
question.
source, that is a problem with radiology. Actually, now even if I take images from my hospital, I have to get the permission from them.
So for research purpose also, there is no
No,
data
for research
available.
purpose, we have to take a special permission from the hospital, and the hospital will have an ethical committee. We have to submit them the paper that we are planning to do this research, and we have to get clearance from them. Then only we can.
So this is for real-time data. For any
Yeah.
repository is there that you put these kind of data into that for like to do some research based on COVID or to do some research for cancer purpose, all these?
That I'm not sure. I think I need to check
Okay,
about
okay.
it. CNN detects with
And some other question.
Mm.
CNN detects with larger sets of image. Suppose there could be a new infection, whether trained model identifies or once again it would be trained, please.
Or once again, I'm not sure about this. I think the developers will have a better idea because we usually see the data during the COVID.
Divya ma'am can mute yourself.
What we found with the predictable lung IQ was it was not able to differentiate between and COVID in between a see in the lung everything will present as ground glass opacities and consolidations only. So the software AI software which we used was not able to differentiate between a consolidation caused by a heart failure from a consolidation that was caused by COVID infection. But in a diagnosed patient with COVID infection, it gave a very accurate score. We even actually wanted to publish the data about it. Unfortunately, we doctors never find time on this, and we wrote the paper, but we couldn't publish it.
So you said many algorithms are helping you. So you said that deep learning algorithms plays a major role. Is it so? Like CNN? Because in medical image detections.
Yeah, these are the algorithms which are in use. But the problem is in the hospital where I am working, we don't have much caseload or something. I basically work in Dubai, so we at present we don't have any AI algorithms in my hospital. In future, they are planning to this do. But in imaging, whatever I read from the knowledge I got, I think CNN are the ones and deep learning.
Thank you, madam. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It was so nice connecting with you people who are entirely different from my this thing. And I heard that most of the people who are here are doctors and research scholars.
Pharmacy is from
That is
pharmacy
from
background
your
also.
knowledge. You shared the knowledge from your domain that we need at most for our research.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Anybody, if anybody is interested in doing research related to imaging, please contact Dr. Monica. From her, I can send my mail ID. Any doubts regarding, I'm sending my mail ID in the group. Any group chat, any doubt or anything regarding radiology images or any doubt, please you can mail me. I'll be happy to help you all.
Thank you so much for giving your valuable time, because I know that you are very busy in hospital, and you have spent a lot of time to make all these PPTs and help and
Yes.
give us, because in your perspective you have said many real-time challenges, whatever you faced, you just explained us, and it will help us also to, in our point of view, will be helping on how can we do research in to help in healthcare also. So in our perspective, it will be helpful for us to do some research and to do more work on this, so that in future also it can be more helpful, like how you said, like in COVID. The same way It will be very a helpful one from our perspective, and also from your perspective. We saw many things, whatever challenges you face. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And
Thank you
over
so
to
much.
Pushpa ma'am to have a conclude. You want to say anything? Yes. Any other questions from participants? Okay. Pushpa ma'am, you can conclude.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, we are we are very happy for your expert guidance on how AI is revolutioning medical imaging from traditional disease detection to precision diagnostics. We are very proud of you, ma'am,
Thank you.
because
Thank
we learned how AI is implemented in diagnostic also nowadays.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you all. Thank you, participants. Please fill the feedback form. It will not be shared in the WhatsApp group. So you have to take the feedback form from this, and you have to fill this by today. We will not share the feedback form in the WhatsApp group.
Shall we end up the session, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Dear participants, we thank you all for participating in this today's first day session of Atal FDP on AI-infused med tech innovations. We'll meet on tomorrow. Tomorrow's session starts at 6 o'clock. So I hope you get the link, and also be expecting your presence on the time. Thank you once.
Thank you, madam. Thank you.
Please fill the feedback form and then you can leave.
Yeah.
Madam, can we leave the session?
Yes, sir, you can leave the session.
Okay, ma'am.
Please fill the feedback form and leave the session.